promise this is not a beer. After all that talk of drinking. All right, let's do this. So, hi, and thank you for donating a little extra money towards the Cancer Society and unlocking this extra bonus content. So this is the second warm-up game for Group 7, and my name is Amie. I am the backup DM, so it is very unlikely that you will see me on stream in a DM capacity. You will more likely see me in my mod capacity, but I'm here to hype these guys up. It's a really awesome group, and I'm really excited to see them play on stream. We are missing one player tonight, but that's okay. We've still got a pretty good sized party, and we're just going to go around and reintroduce yourselves. We'll go over the order that I see on screen, which means we'll start with Claudia.
Hi, I'm Claudia. I'm one of the backup players. And I'm going to be playing my hippie gemstone girl, Sabine the Cleric. And maybe I'll actually heal some people this time.
Perfect. All right.
You'll be
Jack.
fine.
Hey everyone.
Or maybe I'll get shown up by the monk.
Hey, I'm Jack. I'll be playing Arthur, actual walking gemstone. So we're still to explore what that means for the gemstone cleric. But I'm a gemstone dragonborn druid. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, Jasher.
Hey everyone, I am Jasher Drake playing Nikolai Graves, the tiefling rogue. Kind of this pale, grey tiefling, a lot of scarred, mottled skin. And he just dresses like a cowboy. He's got a big old cowboy hat, got a western flair to him, always surrounded by some cigar smoke. Yeah, let's see if I'm not unconscious for a lot of this game. It'll be fun.
Depends how mean I'm feeling, right?
We'll see.
Charlie.
Hello, I'm Charlie. I'm playing Dr. Chris Alice, the little owlin, who is a registered chiropractor and masseuse for the party. If you ever need some healing or some actual healing. No, just kidding. Just kidding. If you're ever after someone to unparalyze you or unpoison,
Yeah, I
think
can't do that.
other things. Don't worry, your little Alan friend is here.
To punch you lovingly in the face.
Exactly.
Love it. All right, Mikey.
Yes, I'm Mikey. I'm playing Ranger Rick, the ultimate support guy. He just loves being there, part of the group, with his trusty companion Hades, there to help where he can. Sometimes not know where he is. He's gone about some sort of changes from the last time everybody's met him. He's gotten to know the other characters in the group quite a bit, so he's picked up a few traits along the way and gotten to make a few changes. Trying to act like that kind of new kid at school thing of coming in and just seeing people and just trying to adapt. So you might see some sort of new things about him. And of course, he's been spending a lot of time getting chiropractic done as well by Dr. Chris Alice, who's helped straighten out his back. And he's managed to dislodge something that had been stuck for about 20 years, which had been causing him a few irritable bowel things. So that was a pleasant surprise for Dr. Alice when that happened. But yeah, I look forward to bringing him back out.
So we're just going to do that as the story tonight, right? Just this adventure.
Please. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called what's a cloud kill spell? It'd probably resemble what happened with that.
Oh dear. Oh dear. All right, and last but not least, Sandwich.
I mean, I feel pretty rough going after that one, but I'm Sandwich, also known as Jasher, the big old lovable orc. Got a passion for carpentry and a hatred for fire. And it's raining.
It's okay. Adds to the atmosphere, right? And of course, our final member, Brendon, could not be here tonight. He plays the wonderful young Chester. young Chester has been summoned back to university after learning the university, and in particular the people holding his student loan debt, that he has made some income. He has been summoned back to make emergency repayments because that's how these things seem to work. You earn too much money and whoop, we're going to take some of that. So yes, we won't have Brendon here tonight, but that's okay. So
I thought it might have been up to some pirating, but it's good to know there was a student loan.
maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe that's the next warm-up game. What actually happened?
Yeah.
All right, so we begin back in Vez's office at the Pleasant Death. It has been a couple of weeks since your last adventure. You are standing once again in the plush surroundings of Vezra's office, having now familiarized yourself and formed a little mercenary group. In this time, have you guys come up with a mercenary name?
Oh, flip, we have to come prepared. What are we doing, guys?
I like throwing things at people.
Oh,
I think that
No.
someone threw out the good vibes only,
Oh,
but
I
I'm
think
not
that's
sure if that
all right.
Mm.
Good
stuck or not.
vibes.
that's pretty good.
I like it.
Yeah.
It at least it tells people what we're all about, right?
I
We're all
mean,
about
I
the good
think it's
vibes.
perfect.
Yes.
Let's go with that.
Yeah. Good vibes.
Yeah, good vibes only.
Perfect. So it's the good vibes only team, squad, companion party gathers in Vezra's office. You see once again the lovely Vezra with her beautiful dark skin, hair pulled back, business-like face come into the office with a pile of papers once again. And Ruby, I apologize because I'm going to butcher this accent. Why, hello. It is wonderful to see you all again. I see you are back for some more work. If you are willing, we have a contract.
Oh, leader here. Yes, I'll do it. I'll take it. I'll hop
Reaches.
up. Thank you.
Oh, good. So I
Sabine
will...
has already pulled out a pen, just ready to
No,
sign.
we
Like,
don't
no
read
reading
this
Whoa.
first.
necessary.
Yeah, this time let's make sure we know what we're in for, everyone.
And the fine print, everything, so we don't bury other adventures again.
Oh yeah, what happened to those guys? Did we?
Did you? Okay, so yes, at the end of the last adventure, the party was reminded that as mercenary members of the Pleasant Death, there is a revivify clause in their contract, but a body must be returned. And the party chose to bury bodies, forgetting about this clause. As it has been a couple of weeks, you could have taken the time to go and re-dig up these bodies and bring them in, should you have chosen to do so.
I think we buried them on purpose just so they wouldn't decay as quickly as they would have
Yeah.
if they'd been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
There was
the bad
definitely there
guys?
was maybe.
Like destiny that they were meant to die, and like that's what was meant to be. No,
Right.
I just want to know if they wake up with little like owlin like punch marks all over them.
Oh
They come back
yes.
to life with it.
No.
Oh, okay.
They would have died with great posture, which is
Yeah,
that's
they'll
how
come
you
back
usually-
with better posture.
I mean, if you're going to die with great posture.
That's right. Straight back.
exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect. I mean, easy enough that we can say at this point you did go and contact Vezra and the Mercenary Guild. Even one of you maybe just came back and mentioned to Vezra and be like, yeah, maybe there's some bodies over there. But yes, as Vezra hands out these contracts, she's like, yes, do remember this time, should anyone perish, we have Revivify as a clause. It is part of the contract of being a member of the Pleasant Death.
Excellent. Good.
Cool. So this time, who's actually reading the contract and who's just signing straight up?
I'm just signing it.
Oh,
I don't need to read. I can't read
Unless someone
anyway.
stops us.
Deza, did you want me to just have a look over your one before you?
I plan on reading mine, so I'm
Okay.
going to.
Yeah.
Oh,
You see-
right, Deza. Okay.
I
Yeah,
already signed it.
yeah, you'll see Ranger Rick pulling out a pair of makeshift glasses, and he's just sort of looking down, and then he's sort of going through and making sure that he's aware of what's going on, looking to make sure that everybody else is reading it as well. But
Do we
you've-
see anything that looks wrong in
Yeah,
a
no
contract?
dodgy T's and C's or
Yeah.
So it is a very straightforward contract. You don't need to roll for this one.
Okay.
It is noticeable. Now, remind me, because I did have a list and I have forgotten where I put it. Did you read the contract the previous time or did you auto sign it? I believe you auto signed it. I think only Nicholas read the contract from memory.
I remember reading it. Yeah.
Probably would have
Yeah.
skimmed mine, but
Skimmed yours?
not
Okay.
got into it.
I would
But yeah,
say
he did.
that you can make let's go straight wisdom, perhaps history if you choose so, to see if you can tell the difference, if there's anything that stands out.
How do I roll this? How do I roll this?
Pull up your character sheet and just
Yep.
click wisdom or history.
Wisdom. Oh, wisdom.
First roll,
Or
first
history.
roll, first
There
roll.
we
Damn
go.
it. Wisdom. Okay, I'm clicking it, but oh, here we go. Okay, the very small little word, wisdom. So 13.
13. Cool.
Yep.
How did
Someone wanted to do a vibe check without reading it. What do I roll?
you can absolutely do a vibe check for me. I apologize. I appear to be losing my voice. Perfect timing. Yes, absolutely. Make your vibes check. And
What would you say a vibe check would be?
I think last time we used your charisma, or did we use your
I
wisdom
feel
as
like
a cleric?
insight was what
You
was
did?
used.
Yeah.
I
really
think.
should have gone back and rewatched this morning. Sorry. Yeah, let's use
Okay.
your insight. That makes sense. You're sensing. You're looking into
Yeah.
things. You're seeing how they feel.
so
That's
Rex
important
already
all
read
the
his Rex read his
Dang.
contract. He's put in,
Vibe
he
Oh,
put
yeah,
his
and
hand
I
on
can
her and said, "Do you need some guidance?" Mm.
That is so cool.
go. All right. So what I will say is, Dr. Chrysalis, you don't
Yes?
notice anything different, but it's hard
Skimmed
to
it
recall
again.
because you really just skimmed it last time. Claudia, sorry, Sabine, you feel the vibes, you wonder, you notice as you're flicking through this time that Vezra has put a little moon symbol on the corner of your specific contract, and you're like, oh, this must be a good sign. This is meant to be. Yeah.
Yes.
But for Ranger Rick and also for Nikolai, having read the contract thoroughly last time and also reading the contract again this time, you both recognize that, yes, this is a standard contract. There's nothing out of the ordinary. The main difference between this contract and the last one is that there's been an addition of a clause which says, should you manage to find the item requested, you are under a NDA basically and cannot disclose what this item is.
What exactly is this item that we're going to look for?
I'm afraid you must sign the contract before I can explain it. It is a request of our patron.
You can tell me.
Let's just do it. It's fine. I
Yeah.
scribbled my name.
All aboard. All right. Yeah, I'll sign
Yes, and
too.
my obnoxiously puffy
You're doubled up.
pink pen.
Yay.
I scroll off.
Perfect. Claudia, do you just want to check because you're coming through double again, so you might have come through roll 20 again. But yes, you scribble your beautiful bright pink signature on the contract, and Vezra starts collecting them up. Goes through, checks that everything's, all the T's are crossed, all the I's are dotted, and it's like, yes, this all seems to be in order. All right, if you will await here, I will go and get our patron, and he will explain to you what the nature of this mission is. And so she disappears out of the room. You have a couple minutes if you want to talk among yourselves, if there's anything you'd like to discuss, you've got a couple minutes before she'll come back.
How's everyone going, by the way? I mean, we've had a couple days.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about this one.
Is my voice still doubled up? It shouldn't be. I only have one input. I don't think I'm.
Jack, you're
I
doubled
can
up
only hear
too.
one.
Oh, am I? Oh, I can.
Maybe it was just on mine, but
No, I'm also getting double, so this is really
Yeah.
weird.
Oh,
you can
okay,
just
no.
mute them. You
Sorry,
can mute
sorry.
them on Roll20.
That's my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it's an idea.
Is that better now?
Yeah, I can't. I'm not.
I can only hear Claudia through Discord, but this
Yeah,
might be because
I mean it's off
I'm
on Roll20.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the spot for audio is it says others can hear or see, and I've got none.
Yeah, I've just
Yeah,
changed
no,
it to mine. I'm
I
just going to
can see a
reconnect.
whole version of yourself
Oh.
on
Yeah, yeah.
Roll20. So
It's so weird.
I think there's also
Serious
something
teething
if
problem.
you words. There's like a shortcut key. If you accidentally hit that, you can turn yourself back on and Roll20 because I had that happen in another game. But yeah, it's weird that it's just popping up and doing that automatically for a number of us. So, but yeah, if you put yourself onto none and none, it'll stop any potential double issues anyway. But yes, so you would a chicken.
I'm gonna start
Yeah.
creating some little berries and then give them to everyone. Oh, no. Here you go. One for you. One for you. One for you.
Ooh.
Thank
For
you.
One for me.
Not to eat now? Is that the idea? The same.
Please save it for when it truly matters. Please.
Yeah.
Good.
So anyone who's looking at Rick, you notice that his posture's a lot better, and obviously he's been spending a bit of time with the doctor. But he's also wearing, unless you guys got a good perception, which some of you guys, he's actually wearing a girdle underneath to keep him up thing, and he's managed to colour it in with this current thing just to keep him a bit more upright. So he's standing a bit more proud at the moment. He's also doing something weird. He's sort of reciting magic spell information because he spent a bit of time with Chester, who's another elderly gentleman. And he's all into this higher learning now, and he's even thinking about potentially enrolling in college himself. So he doesn't actually know how to do magic at this point, but he is very interested in it, and is better at identifying when people are doing spells. So if he sees somebody doing a spell that he's read about, he might just yell it out. And also, when he does his little fire thing, he might just yell out some random spell as well, just because he's so passionate about magic at the moment. But other than that, he's just sort of wandering around, looking a bit tidier, a bit cleaner, and and Hades, I think, is just primarily just hanging more around Arthur at the moment, which Rick's okay. Sometimes he's a
we're
little bit jealous. Yep.
just hanging out, just shooting the breeze or whatever.
It's okay. I can hang out with you, Range Rick, double R.
Well,
Because we're both Owlin, right?
that is correct, but does that have something to do with doctor-patient confidentiality if we hang out?
That's true. I have to get you to sign something.
I don't know if I've even paid your bill yet. Have you sent it to me?
Oh, that's right, Bill.
Yes, I have.
forgot.
What?
I forgot about that as well. Sorry, mine's on the way.
Okay, good. If you don't pay, I will send someone after you, and they will break your legs. But
Good luck, but I get it. Yeah.
that's all right. You know, as long as you pay, it's fine.
So after a couple of minutes of standing around, shooting the breeze with Hades, who is just resting on your shoulder and just having a good little conversation with you about the best kind of food to eat, Vera comes back with a elderly gentleman who has this lovely long white beard, very classic wizard representation, like the classic robes, the classic long beard. He rocks in actually on a arcane wheelchair, so he does not wheel himself. You see him using his arcane fingers to actually move the wheelchair, and you can see runes on the side so that the wheelchair can move on its own. And Vezra walks in with him and escorts him into the office and goes, all right, so good vibes only. Team, crew, GVO. We should work on the name. Branding is important.
I think the brand is perfect as it is.
It's true. Yep.
I think so as well.
Yeah.
It's perfect because it, like, if you're ever wondering what we're all about,
It's in the
it's
name.
it's in the name.
Yeah.
Yes, it
I
is
shall-
the most important thing.
I
Mm.
shall
Yes.
remember your good vibes when I send you to murder multiple people.
Ranger Rick just sees this old guy coming in a wheelchair, and he's like, Chester? Chester, is that you? Goodness, man, what are you doing in a wheelchair? And he's just, he hasn't got his glasses on, so he can't see, but he sees just an old guy with a beard in a wheelchair, and he's just confused at the moment, thinking Chester's just arrived.
You see him look up at you and go, no. Wait, have I met you before? How many years has it been? Have you been, is this your first adventuring party? With you
What are you
ever with the...
What are you talking about, Chester? We were adventuring 2 weeks ago. Don't you remember, man?
I am not Chester. I am Tyrannius.
I didn't know you had a middle name, Chester, but you can't fool me. Huh? Do you see that, Hades? Oh, he's trying to pretend to be somebody else, and he's just having a bit of a chuckle to himself, but he's completely oblivious right now.
I'm just gonna face palm and just light a cigar.
If Red Drakes could roll their eyes, Hades would be rolling his eyes right now. You see, who you now know as Tyrannius, turn to Vezra and go, Are you sure this party is capable of what we need? This is a very important mission. And Vezra will be, No, it is okay. They are good time. No, good vibes. They're all positive. I'm sure they can retrieve your item and solve this mystery for you. But if you could explain to the party about the mission and what they will need to source for you. They have all signed the contract. They have all agreed to not disclose about the item they find. So it will be protected, and we do honor our contracts to the utmost. If they choose to disclose, I will murder them.
Yeah, Good Times is a different adventuring band as well. There's a little bit of confusion between us two, but Good Vibes.
Yeah, there is a lot of mercenary guild members. I apologize. I am managing multiple teams at the moment. If you don't mind, I will actually go and see to another team because we have another mission. And you see her just escorting from the room, and then pop her head back in and go, Tyrannius is a longtime patron. He is paying well. He will pay you well. Look after him. And then turn around and leave.
Look,
and you
I
see,
just get the feeling that this is going to go super well, you guys. So, no need to worry. It's just gonna work out.
it is a simple mission. I do not foresee any issues. I would go myself, but alas, I have complications that I cannot go out on this adventure myself. See, as a wizard, I have lived a long life. I have lived a successful life. I have done many great deeds. But I know that my time on this mortal plane is drawing to a conclusion. And before I leave for that celestial plane beyond our existence, I have one simple thing that I must do. And that is, I have to have a piece of Grammy's apple pie once again. There is a little village outside of the town where Grammy used to bake the most wonderful of apple pies. Cinnamon, nutmeg, the most fragrant spices, the apples, the pastry. My childhood was most wonderful, and every time I was given pocket money from my parents, I would run to Grammy's and be greeted by the lovely Grammy herself and buy a slice of that delicious pie. And I cannot leave this mortal plane without another slice.
I'm sorry to butt in here, but you know this is the pleasant death, right? We're not like a bakery or not a grocer.
Also, I'm on the keto diet, so
Like, haven't
I'm avoiding carbs.
I've heard of this spell called prestidigitation? You're a wizard. What? You could make anything taste like your grandma's apple pie.
I have tried. I have tried. I have tried. That was one of the many first things that I did. I am a wizard. I can do many great things. But the problem is, I cannot replicate what I do not know. And I do not know how this pie came to be. I tried to go and talk to Grammy, knowing well aware that with the time that had passed and her being just a simple human, her life was probably no more. And I could not find any trace of her. And her bakery had closed down near half a century ago. I found rumors that she had gotten ill and gone to live with her son, but apparently the bakery is now abandoned. But the rumors are that she left the recipe for this pie in the bakery. And this is what I wish for you to find. And this is why you cannot discuss the recipe, because when I get that precious recipe, I'm going to give it to my children and they will make a fortune.
Do I get a slice of pie?
I will gladly get a pie made so that you can try and understand the deliciousness that is this apple pie.
We're doing it.
Deza, just before we agree to anything, I mean, this doesn't sound like it's quite our speed. I mean,
Kind of already
it's
agreed to
pie.
this.
I know, but we were tricked in a way. I mean, we're not our group. Good Vibes Only does not go out of our way to procure recipes or go out of our way to kill and bring
Please
back.
understand, the bakery has been abandoned and it has been infiltrated by evil creatures. This is why.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think for this time we should rename our group to Good Pies Only.
That's
You get inspiration for that because I love it.
Charlie, it's
Yes.
so good.
So
anything-
Ranger,
Grudgingly agree.
so Ranger Rick turns around and goes, Chester, you've got to stop talking so morbidly. You're a young man. You just graduated university, for goodness sake. But if apple pie is what you need, my friend, I'll go find you some apple pie.
You do realize that we do not provide extra pay for work assistants and tag-alongs that are just trying to get experience. Like, this is meant to be for a very capable group. Visera promised me you were a capable group.
We're capable.
We're capable.
We're capable.
Yeah. We're capable.
Yes.
You haven't heard of Good Vibes Only?
Destiny smiles upon us.
I feel like
And
she's
we
talking to me.
had
Is she talking to me?
100%
Is he talking to me?
success rate. So
That's
You
very
do have
true.
100% success rate. I mean, that's not
Yeah.
wrong.
He turns around to Hades and goes, I don't like this Chester. This Chester's changed.
Hades will just fly up onto your shoulder and go, it's okay. It's okay. He's probably a little grumpy and needs a nap.
Yes, well,
I
he
think,
did hit me with a fireball, so yeah, I think he's a grumpy old man.
I think we can actually solve multiple problems with this quest if you'd let us renegotiate. See, we're an up-and-coming adventuring team with a fantastic name. And you're, once we deliver this recipe, gonna have a fantastic product. I was just wondering, I mean, like, we're amazing at workshopping as well, and we've already kind of got a name. What was the name again? Good Pies.
Good Pies Only.
Good Pies Only.
Yes.
Maybe there's some kind of collaboration that we can do and write that into
oh
the.
my god, we could have a sponsorship.
I think. Would you be interested in discussing?
We could wear little tags on our clothes and oh my god, I love it, you guys.
Are you sure
Free
you want to become a
pies?
big corporation owned, adventuring party? You sure that's what you want?
Pies as well. I mean,
They go hand in hand.
Can I, Arthur, roll me a persuasion check, but with
Come on,
advantage because the
Arthur.
whole party is kind of helping you here in various ways?
Persuasion. Okay.
I think I can give you guidance if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I can add a d4.
Guidance?
Okay. Let's do
Oh,
that.
this is getting ridiculous.
Persuasion. Okay. Oh, that's one, and then that's the other one, and
18.
then
Nice.
one of those.
Dirty 20. Nice. You see Tyrannius mull this over. Well, my children are... They're my children. We'll put it that way. I suppose it would be quite useful to have a capable party such as yourselves on the book for... I mean, I remember back in the day when the crowd stood around and just the clamour to get in. So, yes, I suppose having somebody on the door to sort of stop the crowd, people management, bill retrieval. I can see some benefits in this. Prove yourself worthy, retrieve this recipe for me, and we will talk.
Oh, I more meant that we could you could pay us to do advertisement.
That's what I
Your-
assumed as well. Yeah, more money for us, not guarding
Yes,
stalls.
so we could wear the brand of your pie shop.
Yeah, the pie's named after
Good
us.
pies only.
We each get a pie.
Yeah.
When we go on our travels, we bring your pies with us, and then we talk about how great they are.
And if people don't like your pies, we just make them disappear.
Now that is a plan I can get on board with.
Into the pie?
With
You know what? I like
with
this.
with
I like this a
magic,
lot.
Invisibility. All right.
Marketing
okay.
is important,
Luckily, it's
so
not
I do like
cannibalism.
this.
Okay. I mean, do we seal this with a handshake? Maybe when we get back, we can do it further.
Yes.
Like,
Well,
write it
you have
out?
a pre-established contract that you are already being paid for, I believe, through Bezra. I have paid a small fortune to get what I
Okay.
require. So do the job. Show me that you are capable, and we will talk afterwards. I will go and let Bezra know that you are informed of the situation. She has maps to the small village of my childhood home. I'm sure she can sort out anything else you need. I see you are well equipped and you have your supplies, so you should be good to go. By the way, if you used any rations or anything like that in the last game, I am presuming in this 2-week downtime you have restocked anything that might have been one-time use. So, all good.
Right.
And with a flick of his wrist, he rolls out the door.
Just
Wait.
before you leave, 1 second.
Mhm.
Is there anything that we? I mean, Desi, you go first.
Can I touch your beard?
I love him so much, guys.
I really do. I'm going to literally roll to see if he will let you do it or not, because I don't know. So let me roll on my little thingy-bob here. 10 or higher, you get to touch. You know what? I have it on roll 20. Ugh. So I'm not very good at roll 20. I'm very new to roll 20, so it's not in my natural instinct. Right.
Yay!
Hey, there you
Wow.
go. He's like, okay, so you come forward. It is gloriously soft. He spends a long time conditioning and maintaining it. You get the faintest whiff of coconut, like he's put a coconut oil in there to make it nice and hydrated. Silky, smooth, glorious hair.
Thank you.
I have
Looking around.
equally as important a question. You say
So
you grew up
Cheer
there.
Desert is rubbing the beard across their face.
you, you say you grew up there and you've heard of monsters. Is there anything we need to know before going into this area? Do you know what kind of monsters these could be or how many there are?
I do not, sorry. I sent a person to go and investigate to try and find out. They said that
Haven't
they
returned?
noticed multiple people in the building and would not go further as it was not in their contract to engage with enemies.
And that
You
was
get what you pay
specifically
for,
in
I
ours.
suppose. Yes,
Yeah,
this is why.
clever. Okay.
We
All
know
right.
where we're going. Or what? Do we have a
Got
map?
maps.
Yeah,
Good.
so he rolls off. Vezra returns looking very flustered. Goes, sorry, the Good Times crew is not having a good time. Maps.
Yes.
It's canon now.
I love it.
So she will hand out a bunch of maps to you. Yeah, sorry. Emergency message from the show place. Not tonight. So she hands out a bunch of maps to you guys, and you can see where it is. So it is about a 2-day walk to get to the little village. It's basically like the next town over, but then on the outskirts of that town. So it is a little bit of a hike, but it's all through the main pathways, and you basically know the way already because you kind of went the same direction for your last mission. You're just turning a different way partway through. So you have some time as you walk towards your new objective. Who is leading the party?
We'll be on the back of someone in the middle. So
I would say that Dr. Chrysalis could be riding on Hades just to get that
That is cool.
all right,
that
let's go.
that ride in
go.
comfort.
Okay.
Hades is quite a small creature, isn't he? So small riding a small?
No, he's medium.
Medium.
No, he's a medium sized,
okay.
right?
Yeah, no issue then.
I mean,
Mine
if
is
no
small.
one else
Yeah.
wants to lead, I will blindly follow destiny.
Well, you did
But
so well the last time.
Yeah.
This did work last time.
Who needs maps?
Mm.
Yeah.
exactly.
We need rocks.
What would I roll to follow the call?
You definitely need like a vibe.
Yeah,
kind
I
of
was
check.
pretty sure we did
Like,
a vibe check last time.
Come
So
on, Wizards
Yeah.
of the
We
Coast.
make
You need to
that.
edit.
yeah,
Yeah.
we need a vibe check.
So
Give me a
insight.
vibe check. Yeah, so roll your insight. Ah,
18.
Yes.
Dang.
Yeah.
yeah. So looking around, I mean, it's it's early in the morning, but it's that early sort of weird time where you can still kind of just see the moon, and you take the position of the moon, and you're like, yeah, I know where I'm going, and you just start charging down in a direction like you
I
own this.
hold 2 crystals in my hand and wait, and then just walk in a circle until one of them feels warmer.
And
then I
a
follow
little
that.
light glows from that moon and just clips in it and radiates, and you're like, yeah, now I
Whoa.
know where to go, and you just start heading in that direction.
Can I try and stay next to Sabine? I'm just gonna try make sure that we are going the way we want to be going. Not telling her that, but
Yeah.
just
You're just checking to be sure. So sure, roll me
yeah.
a survival
While
check.
he's doing that, I'm
Mhm.
just explaining to him the properties of the crystals in my hands and how they lead you towards truth and balance and
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, yeah, all that's great. There is something I wanted to talk to you about as well. I mean, I know I'm not the branding expert, Sabine,
Mm.
but I'm not completely sold on the good vibes only, if you know what I mean. Like, we need to have a name that strikes fear into our opponents, fear into those who hear about us, right? We don't want them thinking we're just going to come along with pies and for a party.
I have an
I mean-
idea. Just add exclamation marks to it. So good vibes only. Like that.
I do like that. That's fair.
Yes, right. The way you say
We
it
could
is
add
how it
like a
matters.
tagline. It's like,
Good vibes
I don't
only
know.
while we
Or
kill you.
else.
Or else. Or else. I
That's
like
good.
that one.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's also yeah.
Nice. Okay, that's all covered then. Thanks, Amie.
No
I rolled an
problem.
8 on my survival, so I'm just.
You genuinely don't believe a single thing that's come out of Sabine's mouth, and you are just very confused right now.
Cool. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, I want to get the
Welcome
party
to my
t-shirts
world.
out that say that. Good vibes only, or else.
It's written in my notes, you guys.
Perfect. All right. So, following the mystical calling of Sabine, as she guides you along the way, it is a well-traveled path. It's a main sort of travel fair, so the roads are really safe. You can, it's going to take a couple of days, so you will have to find a place to rest at night and have some rations or source some food, should you choose to do so. But yeah, the journey itself, very uneventful. So on the sort of about the middle of the day, on the second day, you come to the outskirts of the village where the map has supposedly told you where to go, which is exactly where Sabine has led you with an 18.
Yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
holding
Ah.
the map at all.
Mhm. In fact, possibly
To
on
be f-
night one, you used it as a fire starter to actually get the fire going in the campsite.
Oh yeah.
I'd say we would have followed the constellation, wouldn't we, Sabine? Wouldn't that be the?
I mean, I don't really believe in like constellations so much as like zodiac signs. No, constellations are just
Sure.
myths that people tell to make them feel good about it. But, your zodiac sign really means something, you guys.
Oh, I've never heard of a zodiac before.
Neither have I. That sounds made up.
I'm a
Yeah,
7-headed Hydra.
amazing.
That's my zodiac sign.
Hydra.
Yes.
How did you get one of these?
You're born under them.
Yeah. How
I
do
was
you
born
guys
in a house.
not know this?
That's born in hell. That's true.
Hmm.
What does that mean
about
then?
what do you think
I
everyone
was-
else is? There,
I
Sabine.
wa-
I mean, okay, now. So, you're the Hydra.
Yep.
Which makes perfect sense because you're someone who's always pulled in multiple directions and makes like choices that are unpredictable and quick-witted.
So me.
Exactly.
So me.
I think that Arthur probably is. I think Arthur is probably the knight. Straight laced, a little bit boring, but reliable.
Shaggy weed.
Amazing. Yeah, it's just always that's so me.
Amazing.
I'm so tempted to make you roll psychic damage.
Sorry.
Good thing. It's a good thing. Reliable.
Strong. Normal, reliable, good.
That's so cool.
I think Nicholas is probably the dragon, big, scary,
I like it.
filled with
A lot of
angst.
smoke. I get it. Yeah.
Yes, and probably needs to like talk about his feelings a bit more.
I'm not sure about that. Rest sounded good.
Feelings are good.
I think Rick is probably, classic the Ranger. Of course he is. Ranger Rick.
By the way,
That's
Nikolai.
me.
By the way, Nikolai, you should drag on these good berries. Here you are, one for you. Yeah, it's
Thank
a
you.
play on
Yeah, that was good.
This is so dumb.
So
Anyway.
the ranger is
Classic
like
Hydra.
someone who's down to earth, at one with everything that's going on around him, has a true understanding of other people and who they are at the center of their being.
Yeah, you see Rick. He's got his fists on his hips, and he's just nodding and a thing. He's like, "Who's she talking about? What is up?"
You see Hades fly up to your shoulder and go, I think she's talking about me.
I'm
Like,
on.
get
I'm
off
on
me,
him too.
Hades, you big brute! Right.
And Deza
Hmm.
is you're the tricky one, I think.
Ooh.
I'm just eating dirt in the corner.
I think that Deza is the mage.
Wow.
Deep
Wow.
intellect.
Yeah.
Soft-spoken.
Quiet, soft-spoken person who absorbs everything around them and maybe just talks a little bit less because they know more than the rest of us.
It tastes bad.
It does taste bad.
It does.
Yeah.
Caesar, can I have a
Oh.
constitution
Lightning.
saving throw, please?
Okay.
I mean, if someone had prestidigitation, it could taste like anything, really.
Saving throws.
Hmm.
Constitution. I'm fine.
You're
Oh.
totally fine.
Just tastes real bad.
That's a good thing sometimes, you know? So wise.
Well, there you go.
Sabine, what one were you?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, why don't one of you guys guess? 'Cause I had to make up the rest of it.
That's
Is it an animal? Or is it like a person?
Follow your heart and it will tell you the answer.
The hippie. It's definitely the hippie.
The hippie.
Hippie.
Have you not heard of the zodiac sign, the hippie?
Oh.
Hmm.
Wow.
It's a new one. Is that short for hippogriff? Hippogriffy.
Hippogriffy.
A
Oh
griff.
That
my
makes
gosh, you
sense.
guys.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I can't believe you had
Bennett?
people that you didn't know.
How did we not know?
Wait. While we're doing this, we're not like in the open with like heaps of enemies having bows and arrows. and
Night at the campfire or
Having a field
something,
day.
you know.
Go.
Yeah. We're underneath the stars. I imagine we're underneath the stars and you're pointing them out as your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate.
That's cute.
And I'll use like, I think I have thaumaturgy.
Mhm.
Surely I have. Yeah, I do. I'll
Awesome.
make thaumaturgy to like light them up slightly brighter, just a tiny bit, so you can see the ones that I'm pointing out to everyone.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ah.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh.
You're so pretty.
This is awesome, guys.
I'm glad we shared this moment.
It was, yeah.
Perfect. So as you all lie on your bedrolls under the night sky, having a free, basically, observatorium type display, constellation, stars, all that sort of stuff that Amie doesn't know a lot about, you get a
I
lovely
don't
night's sleep.
either.
Yeah,
I'm just
you're doing
making this
well.
up.
And
I
that's the
apologize
point.
again to anyone that
It's
actually knows
fine.
anything about this.
It's fine. I love that we just took half an hour out of my planning so you can talk about star signs. I'm like, yes, this is fine. Totally worth it. Totally worth it because that was brilliant. I now want to go and make little star sign cards. Like, you know how you get like the little horoscopes, but now with like
Mhm.
Yes.
Dirt eating
But
rage
yes.
and all the other things.
Yeah.
I want a star sign. I want to be a character. You wake up the next morning and
The
you
DM is obviously the world.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
I don't know. The world's pretty terrible sometimes, so maybe.
This is a fantasy world.
True.
Yeah.
So you wake up the next morning and you make your way to the little outskirt town that you have been directed to. So it does not take you too long. You will arrive basically around midday. So as you make your way up the long winding path, you can see once this would have been like a well-traveled road to a little boutique shop. You can see like a worn sign that says Grammy's Country Apple Pies. Paint is peeling away, so now it's like GRYPP, and then you can see like a little kid has come along, and after the P written EEE.
Ever.
Well worn down at this stage, and the pathway, which would have once been a beautiful little country cottage lane, cobblestones, is now fully overgrown. The branches are starting to make a tangled mess. There's like leaves all over. It's very clearly been abandoned.
Izza tries to fix the sign.
Rick looks up at the sign and is like, "What terrible spelling! My goodness, I haven't seen spelling like that in a long time. You better fix that sign."
I'm trying.
We believe in you.
You have proficiency with carpentry tools, don't you, Deza?
Yes. I'm fairly certain.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain you do too. So roll me a tool check, which I believe is your dexterity? Or you can use your performance if you prefer your performance and just add your proficiency. Let's do it that way.
Okay. What were
Just-
the options again? My brain isn't working.
That's okay. I think it's meant to be like sleight of hand or dexterity, but you can also use performance because it's a performance to create a piece of art.
Okay. I'll do the sleight of hand dexterity thing, right?
Yep.
Wait. How does proficiency work?
So at this
just-
level, you should have a +4. So whatever you roll, +4.
Okay, thank you.
I know
What?
some rules.
Oh,
Oh
Pretty good.
yeah.
26.
You watch as Desert turns to the sign, and you think maybe initially they're just going to like adjust a couple letters. No, you see their tools come out, carving begin. You start actually carving in where the letters were because you can just see the outlines of the paint. Getting out like little toothbrushes to like clean away specks. You even like shape the corners where it started to break away. So now instead of being broken edges, it's like a little curved little edging. And as you step away, it is beautiful.
That is amazing.
So beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
I mean, Ezra sees things that we do not.
Yes.
Wait, are there monsters inside there?
Has anybody
Things like
You
checked?
could
eating dirt.
ask.
Does it matter? Look
He's
at
They
just-
didn't come out with hammering. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at this stage, you can't see the
yeah.
actual bakery. You're at the start of, like, you know, if
Cool.
you're traveling and there's like a sign to say, hey, this cafe is, you know, up the road on the next right. It's one of those sort of signs, like come up
Perfect.
this lane for Grammy's Country Apple Pies. So you're still in the lane. But now the lane has a beautiful carved sign. And once again, it does indeed say Grammy's Country Apple Pies.
Are we going to have to blind you for the rest of the journey? Because everything looks pretty ruined here.
Oh yeah.
He only just notices the rest of the ruined building.
And indeed, as you walk up the lane, you do start to see in the distance a very decrepitated old building appear.
Mm.
Yeah. We're gonna be here a while.
It is a well and truly abandoned building. So just so you're aware, the map I've moved you to is very large, so you will need to zoom out. But yes, you see the road, the gravel road. It was once well-maintained cobblestones. There's now weeds growing out of all the stones. As you approach towards the stone building, the lawn is just overgrown. You can see cracks in the windows. You can see part of the roof is starting to cave in. You can see the smell of like smoke from part of it being burned. You can see in the mix of all these fragrance of like old building that hasn't been touched and rotting wood and smoke, you're also getting whiffs of like really strong apple smells coming from your left from where I've put you on the map. From what looks to be like a very overgrown orchard. As the wind is like whistling through and rattling the trees and like pieces of roof just like banging, you can see that there is a tree by the front door, and this very large tree also appears to have a sort of old face withered into it.
So what was that thing you just said before? F5?
So there is I'm getting double feedback through my own earbuds. Is anyone else getting that?
Nope.
Technical issues. Woo! There is a large tree standing by the front door, and you can see sort of like a withered old face in the bark of this tree.
Oh, okay.
Can I go up to the? Wait, yeah, I'll go up to the tree.
Arthur, shouldn't we like keep your distance? I mean, we don't know what this thing's gonna do.
I'll look at it. Can I look at the tree?
You can check out the tree. That is absolutely fine. Roll
Is
me an
it-
investigation test.
What,
Maybe a nature.
That's happening. I'm busy
What am-
looking at it.
I'm trying to work out the
What
emotion on the tree. Happy? Is it like I want to really dive deep on the?
Perfect. You want to do a vibe check on the tree, essentially.
Basically, yeah.
Roll an insight. While that is happening, Deza, what was that?
I'm just looking at all of the like actual building. I'm not ignoring the tree completely and just looking at the building.
Yeah, it is destroyed. It is abandoned and old and crumpled. It is everything that you hate to see in a building. You can see on the front door, there's another little sign that would have been, once saying Grammy's Country Apple Pies, and it has one of those little slots, so you can like say business is open, business is closed, and it has been shoved to close, and then a couple of nails put into it, like it's permanently closed.
I take my hammer, my beautiful hammer, and take out the nails.
As you move up towards the front door, which by the way, you should be able to move your tokens. It should be assigned to you. Let me know if it's not working. Hopefully you guys can see the people that I had to give temporary tokens to, so you can see our temporary little tokens in there as well.
Yeah, yep.
Awesome.
As Deza begins to make their way towards the door, heads towards the tree. You have a close look, and it's the more you look, the more you realize this is definitely a face. It's the face of someone sleeping. And you come right up to the tree to have a look at it, and then you hear behind you Deza ripping out nails from the wood, and you can see the tree's face start to what is people? Human or creature people. Hello.
Arthur, just let me know when you want me to shoot.
Okay. Okay. We got this. Hello there, tree.
See him
Welcome.
start to like move his branches and wave them around as if he's stretching and waking up, and give a big yawn from his face. Hello there, young sapling.
How was your dream?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good. We're all actually really good. We're good vibes only. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for not straight away ripping off my skin like the others that are around here. I am Macintosh, but the friends call me Mac. And you appear to be friends.
You definitely are.
It could be. I have been sleeping for a long time. It has been a while since there has been young saplings to talk to.
Yeah, I mean, do you remember an older sapling that used to live here?
You mean Grammy?
Yeah. She in?
Grammy was the best. She would come out and talk to me every day. She would look after me in the other trees. She made great friends of the dryads in the orchard. But then her young sapling took her away.
Oh no.
Last thing she told me to do was to stand in front of the door and not let anyone into the shop because the shop was closed.
Oh.
Did I fire, Arthur?
Did you say don't let anyone in the door?
Yeah, can you guys hear this?
Or through
I can.
just
Are
in
you
the shop
speaking-
generally?
How do you
Is that-
stop people? Like, what do you do? Do you just block the door or
Just
like,
move.
thwack
and you will,
them? Or...
I will just move, and you will see him reach with his arms and just gently move Deza to the side as he. Oh, come on. Helps if I'm in the right pool. As he. If we get on the right layer too. Come on, we can do this. As he makes his way slowly over there. So he is a
Arthur.
giant tree. He is literally a giant walking tree.
Easy.
What was Rami's exact wording?
That she had to go. Her son said that she was no longer well and that the shop would be closed, and I was to not let anyone in the shop while she was gone. And so I've been waiting for Grammy to come back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So how are we gonna break this to her and
I don't know.
take to the tree, sorry, and then walk them through the stages of grief?
Okay, so what's the first? Acceptance, is it?
Well, okay, right. Okay, I guess the first part is notifying them
Yeah, that.
so that they can work through it.
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I got about
Right.
30 volts. Do we need to talk?
So
right, take it away. Take it away, anyone else? I don't
yeah,
know.
no. So unlike,
Rick is like,
I think
I might.
we've come
have an
to
idea.
let you know that Granny is not coming back.
Has she planted her roots elsewhere?
has.
Why would she abandon us? We're good friends.
Well, I mean, good friends live on. Like, it doesn't mean that you're not friends anymore. But she has been planted in the ground, and she's probably not gonna come back to say hi. So it's a good thing. She's got a new place to be. But also, unlike you, she's probably not going to be moving to say hi. So
This is denial. I think we're at denial.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
The next one's
Um,
anger.
Do not
Anger's happening.
understand. Like, we grow big, we grow strong, and then when the time comes, sometimes we things happen. Sometimes we are chopped down or burnt, but we grow again.
So,
So, Sabine's gonna pull out some obsidian from her bag of gemstones. And obsidian apparently helps with grief. She's gonna put it on the roots of the tree and go, sadly, most mortals don't grow again. You know, they just grow the one time.
We do decompose. Then we meet the earth, and then from the earth grows,
Other things.
trees and berries, and I don't know what else grows in the buildings. I think, right, Tessa?
No.
Right, yes. Oh, okay. So we're not at anger yet. I'm waiting for it. So,
Let me know when we get to anger.
okay.
well, I'm just gonna
You see,
Calm down.
you see Mac use his long branches to reach down and kind of pick up stone between two of his like branch finger type things. If a tree could cry, like you see like a little tear of sap come down his face
Oh.
and just stare at the stone. I'm
gonna get like a little rag out, just wipe that big old tear. Pat it like a nice pat. That's okay. Let it out.
The Dryads will be so upset. They have been waiting so long for Grammy to come back and play with them. Is this why she sent the mean people? Is this why the mean people have been living here? Did she leave us to be alone with the mean people?
I don't think the mean people were meant to be here.
Who are the mean people?
They're horrible. I look after the door. I don't let people in. Grammy said the shop was closed, so I don't let people in. But then they come round and they like to pull on my skin, and it hurts. They think it's funny.
I pull out my black mask. Go time. I crack my knuckle.
That's
exactly why we're here.
You see him look up and go, they will do their rounds soon. Go talk to the Dryads. I could you tell the Dryads that in the orchard, they will hide you while they do their rounds. They sometimes sneak into the building. If you can you go and take their bark off their bodies? They're so mean.
This is where we do the
If we take the bark off their bodies, can we go in the shop?
Yes. I think, Grammy, if you can get rid of the mean people in the shop, in the shop, I think. I wondered why Grammy would send them here. I did not think Grammy would send them here. Poor Grammy.
Yeah. I think we're up to the anger stage, but it's good. It's good to feel angry. And you've done so well. You've done so well, Mac. And I think you deserve a big old hug for that, right, guys?
Yeah, we're so proud of you, Mac.
Come on, get in here.
I'll stay back here.
No, come on, Nikolai. We all want to get in.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Come on, Nikolai, let's go.
There you go. So as the group of you cover in Nikolai very begrudgingly on the edge, at first Mac doesn't quite know what to do, but then he reaches his big branches down and brings you in close, forcing Nikolai to come in very close.
Yeah.
And gives you all a nice giant tree hug.
Why am I wet? Is it stepped?
Let it happen.
Oh, this tree's gonna hate me when it finds out I'm a builder.
Don't mention that.
you see, as he releases you, he looks again at the stone and finds a little nook in his tree branch and just kind of slots it into there and puts it in place and goes, "This is a special treasure. And then he will quickly turn and go, "They're coming. Go and hide in the orchard. You were never here. I will delay them. I will delay them. Go hide in the orchard."
Yes.
you
Let's
so
go,
much, Matt.
guys.
I'm really good at
Bye, Matt.
hiding.
Right.
I feel good vibes from you.
While we're running to the
blank.
orchard, can I just be like, what are we doing? Are we skinning these people or what?
Well, we're doing it for the tree, the greater good.
It's also
All right.
we
We get
like
good vibes if we
needed
speak for the trees.
a way to get into the building. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What about
right.
another? Did we check to see if there's another door?
So you can, get angry at the people that have
We-
been hurting the
we've-
trees.
I feel like we've just been barking up the wrong tree for what seems like 30 minutes. And I don't know if you've even checked to see if there's another door. And we've hugged the tree. I don't mind plants. I get on plants very well, but Rick's just been, he doesn't have a watch, but he's sort of, we've wasted a lot of time talking to a tree. And I think we could have been looking for another door. But let's go to the orchard.
Yeah, we can't do much now. We need to hide, right?
And
Can
we
you-
can
can
anyone
you
else
hide
not
me?
hear Mikey?
I can't either.
Okay.
I can hear him.
I can
I
too.
can hear you,
I
Mikey.
can.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
looked good though. It looked
Yeah,
real
it
good.
looked
Yeah, it
really,
looked really
compelling and interesting, but
so who
Hero
can't
work.
hear me right now?
no, me neither. I got
Okay, I'm
nothing.
gonna.
No.
Put your hand up if you can't hear him.
All
Wow.
right, I'll
Okay,
jump
let's-
out. I'll jump
Yeah,
out and jump
got
back in.
nothing.
See if that fixes.
I think I understood that.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we love technical issues.
It's so weird though that
Does that
only
work?
some of us are having some of the technical
Yeah,
issues
it's
and
only
others
some of
are
us.
not. That's what's
I-
confusing.
Okay.
You guys
I
Does
can't
tell
hear him
you-
now, eh?
that work?
I can hear you. Yep, you'll just need to turn your camera
Yeah,
on
I'm
so we
good.
can see you.
Can't
No.
hear him.
Maybe we
Still
leave.
No, me
can't.
neither.
The people that it's not working for, we leave and give it a go.
Yeah. Or you guys
No.
don't have him
Yep.
muted or anything? In
No,
Discord?
Because
I
you can
checked.
individually
No.
mute users as well. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
right click him and see if anything's different.
Or
No.
check
I
the
don't-
user
I-
volume.
Yeah, I'd understand if you
goes all the
had
way up.
muted me.
Yeah, yeah.
He's back. I heard that laugh.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
Okay.
yay. If things don't
Oh,
work,
welcome.
just close and reopen.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yay!
Yay.
Perfect.
So that worked. Okay. I have no idea what I just said. Something about. I think.
Sorry
Looking
about
looking
that.
for a
Jumbo
window.
tree.
Looking
or
for
another
another. Yeah, looking for
Yeah,
another.
basically, Rick was just like, we've just wasted 30 minutes barking up the wrong tree. Now we're gonna have to hide in the bush. And then I was
Oh,
like, we haven't
You
even
guys
looked
missed
for
it.
another. Yeah, we haven't even looked for another entrance. There could be another door. We've just been talking to a tree. He's just kind of frustrated because he's old. He just doesn't like wasting time. He's
And-
like, "Oh, I guess we need to
Makes sense.
hide in the orchard.
As-
Hide in the orchard.
As you're saying all this, Hades basically just comes up behind you and starts nudging you along and goes, "Come on, we've got to talk to more trees first."
Uh,
And pushes you towards the orchard.
all right.
So,
There's
as
a
you
pro-
guys make your way towards the orchard, there is a fence that you guys can easily hop over. It is falling apart. I mean, in some places you can just straight walk through. Where's my
Just fly
reveal
over.
areas?
Can people
Oh.
hear me right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. My thing is just saying it's not getting mic input, but
Ah,
It's
sounds
a
good.
liar.
yeah, it's wrong, so I'm gonna ignore the notification.
Discord is having some problems tonight. All
Yeah.
right, so I've just moved
I
all
can
you
hear.
guys.
I
to
can hear you. I can hear you. So you've now had some input from Mike. There you are.
Solved.
Perfect. So, as you guys make your way towards the orchard, which you can easily find due to the strong aroma of apples. I mean, you could see part of the orchard anyway, but the smell of apples is just so strong here. What would have been originally a nicely laid out orchard of apple trees with the trees all nice and in a row is now just an overgrown mess. The grass is long, these trees that have newly sprouted from dropped apples, you can see the ground is littered with apples in various stages of decomposition. And as you all kneel behind the fence, I would like a stealth check from everybody.
Can I cast invisibility on myself, please?
You absolutely can.
9. That's so good.
23. Rick, what is that? 31.
Holy
I just-
moly.
I just turned myself into a big apple.
I think I've got disadvantage, by the way. I don't know how to set that up on here, but because of
Oh, yeah.
the
Plate armor?
mail. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Yes, I
There's
also
a-
have
twice.
disadvantage, so
There's
I'm
a
making it a
little-
straight roll by invisibility.
So you or becoming is visible. Well, you're already invisible. Yes, I believe it would give you advantage, but then plate armor would be disadvantage, but you're also invisible. I would say roll a straight stealth check anyway, and I'll
Okay.
just keep in mind that you are invisible.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you don't have the rolling at advantage, then just roll twice. It's fine.
Yeah, I rolled twice, but I've got the advantage thing as well. I don't have to get that off. But
Yeah. It's
Oh,
all good.
but I'm incredibly
on the
stealthy,
card-
so.
On
it
the character
automatically
sheet,
does it.
on the character sheet, on mine anyway, under your class level and race at the top, there's advantage, normal, and disadvantage.
That's right. You
So
can
you
see
can
how
just-
many times Amy's used Roll20 as a player.
It's just something I noticed earlier. So
Yeah.
Yes, mine is just because I
works.
have armor, it won't let
Yeah.
me not have disadvantage, basically, which is a bit weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
true.
fine.
Okay.
It's fine. I mean, you all, apart from Dr. Chrysalis.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I am flying.
Let me just read something. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Oh,
Yeah.
See
that's a nat
the big
one,
button.
too. Eee.
Okay. Right. So, as you are all hiding around in the orchard, you see from your vantage point, you can just see Mac move up a little bit towards the edge of the building, and you can hear. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. You can hear him trying to dissuade someone or distract someone. So even though Dr. Chrysalis maybe just a little bit too excited to try and see what's going on, and you keep popping your head up over the fence, but with the distraction from Mac, they don't notice you. And because of the collective parties having such amazing roles.
Good. You guys can
Vibes
keep me
only.
in check.
I'm imagining like you pop up, but then one person puts you down, and then you pop up somewhere else.
Just like, I want to see. You can hear a little bit of a kerfuffle, and then you don't hear. So even though you can hear Mac, you can't hear the others or other talking. Like there's no response from them. You can hear Mac trying to stop them, but you do hear. Am I on the right layer? No. Right. Sorry. You do hear like a as something breaks, and then after that you do see two creatures walking around, dressed in sort of like a red plate mail, marching back and forth. Marching along the building, and you can see one of them is carrying a stick.
We should kill them. We should kill them now.
I mean, they've only got sticks, right?
Yeah,
I
let's
think
go.
the
Look,
stick
you
is a
can
part of
see
that.
on their back is like some weapons and stuff like that.
Oh.
You can roll investigation to try and see if you can see anything more about them.
Oh, sorry, I rolled 2. First one was 20.
That's okay. We'll take
A
your
natural.
first one.
Yeah.
Natural 20. So while the others are trying to, be a little more hidey, you're just like straight up there looking.
Yeah.
But again, I rolled pretty crappily on their perception anyway, so you're lucky.
Yes.
As you look at these two creatures, you see them just walking almost in perfect unison. And the weird thing about them is, as you have a quick look at their helmets, there appears to be no face in there. There's no eyes, there's no features, it's just a void.
Okay. When before they turn, I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to pop down and be like, they're weird looking. I don't like this. Their
Yes,
face is blank, like nothing.
They give me a bad vibe, guys.
Should we just take them out right now?
I think we should.
I'm
Like,
all for it.
Let's go then.
We only want
All
good
right.
vibes.
Let's go. Let's sneak up on them.
You're about to take off. Beside you, Dr. Chrysalis, in between you and Sabine. Oh, helps if I'm on the right layer. A little creature appears out of the tree and goes, "Are we playing hide and seek?"
If you want.
What is that?
I don't
Over
know.
here.
How is it cuter than me? Feel challenged. Okay. Should we go? Do you want to help us kill those guys? Do you?
The big bad men.
Yeah, we're here
No.
to save you. We're here to save you.
Last time we tried to play with them, they set fire to the orchard. We don't want to play
Oh.
with them.
No.
And
Ridiculous.
you see at this point another little one pops out of a nearby bush, and this time you can see like it's almost like they emerge from the bush itself, as like if it was a portal or something, and you see it pop up and go, "Yeah, that's stupid and stinky, and we don't want to play with them. Do you want to play?"
We're not going to play with them. We're going to stop them from playing forever. You know?
Another one pops up and goes, "Are you going to pelt them with apples? We keep trying to throw apples at them, but we miss."
Guys, should we just go for it? I mean, this is a lost cause.
We're smart and we smell good.
Yeah, we do.
Do smell good. Do you want some
Mhm.
good apples?
Yes.
And one of them will appear out of a tree, flit up and grab you a couple of apples from the top of the tree and flit down to you, Desert, and give you some of the apples. It is a little sort of greenish spirit, humanoid in shape, but still dryads. They're kind of like tree spirits. Are you?
Please have one. I will swap for a good berry.
Yeah. I'll trade. And we'll hand
There
you
you go.
over an apple.
Thank you.
They're not as good as Grammy used to do, but we tend to them as best as we can. But you will see the dryad will take a little beer and go, "Nom, nom, 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 nom." That was delicious.
I gobble mine down. And I'm like, well, I'm completely like, distracted from the
Like
task at
your
hand. Thank
feathers.
you.
And we'll
Thank
start
you.
like coming up to your wing and looking at your feathers.
We've really got some killing to do. Just a little baby
yeah.
murder.
Team,
But,
team, should we We should get away. I don't like these people. Let's.
Another one will come out of a nearby
Oh,
tree
no.
and float up to you, Nicholas, and go, "Can I be your hat?"
No, please. I'm just gonna like hold it down. I never remove it. No.
Why not? Do you have a monster under there? Are you bald?
Yeah, that's it. I'm
It
bald.
just sounds
Yes.
like the kids are teaching.
Hey, let's get out of here, guys. I'm gonna like pick up my crossbow with one hand.
We could play.
It's really,
We'll
really tempting.
We're
We'll
really
come back
good
and play
at
later.
hide and seek. We can do
Hey.
all sorts of tricks. Watch this, and you'll see one of them will go like flying towards the nearby tree, and as soon as they get to the bark of the tree, they just go into the tree.
Wow. Wait a second. Wait a second. Let's play. Let's play a game.
You
Yeah.
see it pop back out
What
and go,
game are we playing?
"Yay!"
Hide and seek. You guys will hide. We'll come and find you.
We're gonna win. Okay,
bet?
okay. And you see
I'm
them
like
all start.
super good at finding things.
You see one of them turns around and goes, "Now close your eyes so you can't see where we hide, and count to what's a big number? 20."
Yep. Cool.
Right. Yeah, we're ready.
1,
2,
Guys, we're not actually gonna get guys.
Four.
That was a ruse.
What?
Guys,
What?
I'm counting.
Rick's
Guys,
getting,
6,
Rick's getting
Seven.
agitated. He's just like, "We're talking to trees again. Stop talking to trees."
guys, this is
9,
this is going to no.
Ten.
We were lying.
This is,
Seven.
this is ridiculous. Jasher.
12,
We were lying. We're
Yes.
not actually finding them.
14,
Guys,
15,
let's use this
16,
opportunity
God.
to take down the bad guys.
17,
Desert, just stop, please. Desert.
19.
Desert, look, there's some dirt. There's some dirt on the ground.
20.
Okay, we gotta go find them.
Guys,
What?
we're not actually looking for them.
Aw, but I'm
Well,
like
we can
super
find them.
good at
I
finding things.
we can find them soon. That was just a clever ruse I came up with. See, it even got you.
But I counted
We're not actually
so
gonna.
good.
Yeah, it was great counting, Jezza, but we'll find them soon after we take the bad guys down without them interrupting us. You know, isn't that clever?
I don't quite understand it, but
Let's go then.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's
Okay,
go. Right,
If-
I'm ready.
let's go.
As they
Right.
move to go do this, Sabine is gonna pass Nicholas a gemstone because she feels he needs it. She's gonna pass him a Larimer, which empowers you to speak directly from the heart and diffuses anger and turns it into relaxed, clear communication. Because she thinks that he needs some help expressing his true emotions.
I thought knives were supposed to be sharp. What am I supposed to do with this? I can't use this.
I think maybe you need to have some like resolved, like you need to resolve some things in your past that lead you to think that everything is a weapon, and like that the only thing you can add to the world is violence. Because there's so much more to life than that, you guys.
found one. Guys, I found one.
What? No, this is what I'm talking about. There's only time for violence right now. We weren't supposed to find them, Arthur.
If Arthur
See?
did actually go hunting, can you roll me an investigation check to see if you can find the druids at the Dryads?
Fully.
I am so for this
Investigation?
chaos. It is so good.
We could follow the plot, or
Hide and seek.
I know, hide and seek was always in the plot. There is always time for hide and seek.
always.
11. Are they rolling stealth?
That's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Jeez. Oh, okay.
You go, you like found one, and you just pick up like a pile of leaves and branches, and it just like disintegrates apart, and all you hear is like,
Ugh.
not there.
Okay. I'm terrible at hide and seek. Maybe we
Nice.
should do the thing that we're good at, and then
Yeah.
we'll come
Can
do the
do
thing that
hide
we're
and
bad at.
seek a bit later.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Unbeknownst to the group, Rick's just had enough. He's actually
So are
hiding
we
now.
gonna attack these people
Play him
now?
again.
Yeah. Let's tear their skin off.
Yeah. Let's attack them. Let's take their skin off. Let's do all that. Yeah. Thanks for the dagger. Thank you.
It's like a rounded stone.
It'll do the trick. All right, let's go, guys. Let's everyone after me. Let's sneak over the fence. Let's sneak up on them. Where's
Everything
Rick?
can be a
Yeah,
dagger
where
if you
is
want
Rick?
to be.
Where is
Rick's
Rick?
hiding. I'm just hiding. I'm just like, I can't do this. He's having one of those
can't
moments. He's
hear
like, I can't do this.
Oh no!
Have I disappeared
Wait, you
again?
guys don't hear him again.
No. I'm gonna.
Oh no!
Oh. Jarring every time.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Everyone?
Yeah, I can hear you again.
You can hear me again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ranger Rick is the best at stealth, it seems.
I was.
Yeah.
I was actually saying that Rick is now playing hide and seek. He's actually hiding. He's not seeking.
Do we actually have to try and find him?
Yeah. I was. Let me roll stealth. See if you guys can actually. Yeah.
Let's look for him.
Oh god.
What do we need to roll? We must find him.
So you'll need to roll investigation.
Okay.
I'll find you.
No.
He's-
No, I
I
won't.
can.
No.
I actually don't think it's possible.
Ah.
Maybe we should just, pretend like he's here.
Yes,
All right.
I'm sure he'll.
Maybe he'll show
follow-
up once we attack.
Now,
Okay,
question:
go.
is Ranger Rick still there? I'm not seeing you. Maybe not. Okay.
Oh. Hold on.
There we go.
There we are.
Does
So I had to
Hades-
reset it. I keep. Yep.
does
Hades
Hades
knows where I
hide
am.
with you?
No, Hades is sitting there. He knows exactly where I am, but nobody else knows the fact that I've just blended in. And he's Hades is just like using his head to like point in the direction where I am, but everybody's so focused on finding me, they're not getting the signs.
Yeah. So you all
And I
take
think
a
it's
couple of
required-
minutes to look around.
Yeah.
As you're doing this, all you're just hearing is like child's giggling, going, "Not there, getting warmer." And at a couple of points, like half rotted apples come flying beside you, not to like hit you, they're clearly going wide, but they're going like, "You're going so wrong. It's not where we are at all."
Going
But
crazy.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy, guys. When you get out of here, I'm just lighting like 3-4 cigars. Just...
As he lights them, I'm going to use thaumaturgy to unlight them because cigars are
What
really
is
bad
happening?
for you.
Jeez.
What is
You
happening?
see a dryad will pop out of a branch, like upside down, like a child hanging off like the side of a couch or something, and go, "And we don't like fire in the orchard," and then disappear again.
Oh,
That's
All
right.
right.
You really could have set them on fire. That would have been bad.
Yeah.
true. And I'm sorry,
Nicholas, we
Desert
need
as
to
well.
get on
Oh.
track, and I feel like
Oh.
you're super distracted.
Really?
We need to go
Yeah.
away from me.
Lead the way. Lead the way.
Stop getting distracted, Nikolai.
I'll follow you lot. I'll take up the rear.
We're breaking him.
Perfect.
But is everybody
Where are
taking
they?
off now? Is that the idea?
Good. I've got an idea, guys. Okay,
I
you guys
can't see this
win.
map.
We can't find you guys. Game over. Does that work?
Roll me
Surprise!
yeah. Roll me a persuasion check, just for the fun of it.
Okay.
Wow.
You see, you just
Mhm.
hear them going, "You can't give up that easily. We're just beginning to have fun." I would
Can
say at
anyone
this
else not
point,
see our enemies on the map?
pardon?
We
I
have
don't think they're
people
there
who
right
are meant
now.
not there.
No,
Okay, good.
at this point they have moved well and truly out of sight.
Yeah.
Oops.
Rick's snoring at the stage because he's fallen asleep in his little hiding spot because nobody's found it. So you might be able to hear him now, but yeah, he's just nodded off.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess we wait for them to come back around.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We could play
All right.
hide and seek while we
What if
wait.
they don't take a full lap? What if they walk home?
Right. Well, I'm up for following them. I mean, let's get our weapons out. Let's sneak up on them and just take them out.
I also just remembered I'm a disembodied voice because I'm invisible.
True.
Oh, you won the hide and seek competition.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm kind of loud, so
Oh.
I just got handed a rock by the ear. Just
Mhm.
handed it to me.
Destiny thinks you need it.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's get going then. Let's just see if
Good go.
let's see if we can follow them. Hades, can you grab Rick?
Let's go.
As you were talking about this,
Yeah.
one of them will pop their head out of the little bush that they've moved into beside you guys and go, "Are you going after the big bad people? They won't be around for a little bit yet. They do like rounds and then they just do stuff. I don't know. They pick on poor old Mac and then they like set fires and they ruin the building and then sometimes they try to come to the orchard and we throw apples at them."
Well, we
They
should probably
ruined
get to
the
them.
building.
You
Yeah.
should keep throwing apples at them, and we'll go and we'll throw our fists at them.
Yeah, they
What's
don't
the
really
word?
respond to apples, but there's not really a lot else we can do. They don't respond to anything, really. They just move. They're weird.
How high is the roof
Right.
of this building we're trying to get into?
It is... I don't know. What's a normal roof height? Quite tall building walls. So I guess like, what have I got? I've got like 10 meter studs. So let's say 12 meters. It's like quite a really tall old building, but the roof itself is quite collapsed in. You can see it's very unstable, very rickety. You can see like a patch where there's obviously been a fire at some point and part of it's burned away.
So we could essentially go in through the roof.
We could. Yeah, we can fly.
Yeah. Mm.
Maybe we should
then we
scout
could, like-
instead, and then we'll come back and we'll tell everyone
Oh,
what we find. Or
Yeah, well, the idea was
not.
to go high and then potentially go on the roof to have a look around. But yeah, maybe scout around and just see where these people are.
I mean, you
What
Wanna-
you
could go on the roof. You could go on the loading dock too. They don't lock that door.
Oh, where was that?
Like the back of the building. It's where Grammy
Okay.
used to get all her supplies and stuff.
That makes sense. We're gonna
Near
go.
the
Mm.
We're
compost
gonna go
heap.
there now. Okay.
Yes.
Watch out
Yeah.
for the compost heap. It's smelly.
Okay. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.
I'll play later.
Okay.
And the dryad will just disappear back into the bush. And you hear just like a couple of, "Oh, they're not playing anymore." And then they're going to fight the bad people. It's okay. Let them do it. And then a couple are like, "No, we were going to play. I was going to win. No, I was going to win. No, I was going to win."
On the way out, I want to
very
try find one.
distracting. Hmm. Shall we go?
Let's go.
Go high. Let's go.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's follow
Go
Nikolai.
fly high.
All right.
Yeah, fly.
Nikolai, are you going to the bushes?
Yeah. Should we see where they are first? Like, let's see if we could just catch up to them. Is that the
Because
plan?
Hades can carry one of you up. Because of course Rick can fly. He doesn't need Hades to carry him, and Hades is mount medium, so he can carry. He can't fly as much, but he can carry someone if they want to have a look.
All right.
High.
So what are we doing? Because we've got the building which we can get into. We've also got the loading dock. We've got them wherever they are. Are we kind of going to go check out the loading dock together? Is that the plan?
Who could do that?
Okay. Why don't we have a scout for the other two, and we'll meet you at the loading dock around the back.
Okay.
I'm very quick, so I can do this in
Yeah,
no time.
Yep. I
Right.
can cover one part, and you cover the other, and then we meet everybody at the loading dock.
Meet at the loading dock. Perfect.
All right.
That's what we'll do.
Perfect.
Fly around scouting.
So
and meet them
I
there.
will get from our two Owlins. Can I get perception checks perception checks for your flying about? And then for our ground crew, can I
No.
get stuff checks, please?
Death check.
Oh, we suck.
It was all that hide and
No.
seek. Mm.
Very distracting.
Oh, that's bad.
Nervous.
Great rolls. Great rolls.
Yep.
Tink,
All
tink,
right.
tink, tink.
So, our little. Where's our two Owlins? Am I on the right layer? Yes, I am. Look at that. I'm learning roll 20. Right, as our two Owlins, and then I'm guessing also Hades is also.
Yeah.
Could you roll a perception for Hades as well, please?
Can do. Let me just figure out what his
Perception is.
is. I'll roll a standard wisdom. Might be the way. 11.
Still
Better
higher than the
ours.
two of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. So as our Owlins scout up in the air, you get a bit distracted. You start by going over like the front of the building, working in sort of like a figure 8. And as you go over the front of the building, you can see Mac there, sort of like tending to like a little part where you can see a branch has been ripped off. Just like trying to use some of his sap to sort of seal up the little wound. Which distracts you a little bit as you're going over the building. You do see that there is a hole in the roof in the middle of the building, and you can see sort of quickly looking on the side, it could be like some tables. You don't see anyone though. It's very hard to see. And it's more because Hades kind of points out to you and be like, oh, over here. But the three, wrong button. The three of you will make your way towards the back of the building. While this is going on, our ground team.
Tink, 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 tink.
So, Nikolai taking the lead just disappears into the shadows, basically, just like puff of smoke and just shadows of the building. You don't even see as he sort of slinks his way around. While Deza and Arthur, not too bad, sneak around. And then, of course, in the back is Sabine going indeed, tinker, 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 tinker. Are you still invisible?
Yes, I haven't dropped the spell.
Yeah, so it's a little bit less tinker, 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 tinker than it would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, still a little louder than, in particular, I think Nikolai would like. But indeed, as you make your way towards the back of the building, you do not see anybody around. And you can all meet up towards the back of the building by a near pile of waste. You can smell the waste. What would have been, again, a nice orderly compost system with different rows and layers for turning over the compost and building compost is now overgrowing into this decomposition matter. You can see little fungi growing out of the different areas, and you can smell it. Every once in a while, you get a breeze from the orchard, and you just get sweet, crisp apple smell, and then you get another breeze the other way, and it's just compost, old rancid compost.
I don't like this.
I'm going to reach into the compost and try a little bit to eat.
No.
What are you
Cool.
doing?
I'm
As
just
you
now
reach,
experiencing the outside world.
as you reach into the compost pile, could you please make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, not the one I thought it would be. Dexterity. That. 14.
Mm.
Oh my
What?
god. Okay.
Oh!
Rotting
So,
touch.
as
What?
you reach your hands in, you suddenly see the pile start to shift, and suddenly these two purplish fungi creatures reach up. The first one you just seeing you move out of the way as a second one grasps onto you. And
Oh boy.
don't worry, they don't do much damage. They're just creepy. And oh, that's right. I click in here. I think. Yeah. There you go. You get 4 points of necrotic damage as you feel this rotting fungi just sort of slaver itself onto your arms and try to suck the life out of you.
Ow, that's the first amount of damage I've gotten since last at all, actually. Ow! I still try to eat it.
Is this going to attack us? Or I get my fists up.
Alright,
Where is this compost on the map?
The compost is in the top
Ah,
right
ah.
corner. Yes, I still do that to work out my left and my right. All right, you can. Yeah, I would
All
say.
initiative?
Yeah, I'm just thinking because they can't
Is it gonna-
exactly move. So if you just rip it up, I would say let's roll it as a grapple attack. Make a grapple attack on the violet fungus.
How do I do that? Is it just a regular attack? What?
It's using your athletics.
Oh, athletics. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good at that. Yeah.
Totally beats the AC. You just rip this fungus out of the ground, and you can see it just sort of like start to shriver and wither as you essentially decapitate this fungus. You can eat it should you choose to do so.
Wait, Dez's not eating that, are they? Wait.
Just let it happen. Just let it happen.
Have to trust. Deza knows.
It's
what they're
better than the dirt.
Constitution
good.
saving throw, please.
No.
I'm good at that.
Hey.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
I did
good.
it again.
Perfect. So you put this fungi in your mouth, and the rest of you just are like, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. And you put it in, and the thing that goes weird is, so if you've ever had Szechuan peppercorns, they make your mouth tingle and then it goes numb. And that is what you feel as it starts to go cold and tingly, and then you can't feel inside your face. You are still going to take some more necrotic damage, but you're going to take much less than you would have. And you do manage to keep it down. You take 6 more points of necrotic damage.
Oof.
But you manage to eat a violet fungi. And yes, it is definitely better than the dirt. You just can't feel your mouth, your tongue, your throat.
Doesn't look good. Should we just like stop you here from doing this anymore so we can continue and not have you die on us? Or...
He's already reaching for another one.
Yeah. there is
Deza, we
more.
can't lose you.
We can't lose you.
Deza, you're our mage. You're the brains behind us all.
Yeah. Just
You're our
don't
wizard.
chew.
Oh no. You're right.
Okay, right.
Cool.
Now let's...
So your mouth is going to
stop
be
the
numb
game.
the next couple of hours. So if you have to make a persuasion check or a deception check or anything based on an oral component, you will be at disadvantage because you cannot communicate properly at the moment.
Who do I have to talk to?
My goodness. Well, is that the door over there? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there a door here?
Yeah,
That
so
door or
In
this
your
door?
little scouting, you could have seen that this is a window,
Oh.
but there is a double set of doors on the side here, very clearly a double set of doors, little ramp going up to the door so that like carts can be pulled in and pulled out.
Let's go to it then. Right?
Rick
Yes?
might have a. Well, while you guys go into the door, Rick might have a look through that window, just have a little peek around.
Perfect. Roll me a investigation or perception, your choice.
I can't do any worse on a nat one, can I?
Nice.
That's really good.
It is. So as you look inside the room, you can see that it is a like the windows are dirty from years of nobody being in this building. It's dusty, these cobwebs, there's a couple of cracks in the panes of glass. But as you carefully look up, you can see inside this room is it looks like it was a little apartment. It's quite tossed over. You can see that there's a there's like furniture that's been tipped over. There's still a bed in the corner. There's a desk. Most of the stuff that's still standing is like really good heavy wood furniture, so it'd be quite difficult to lift up. And in this room, as you look with a 19, you can see a shape in the bed. You cannot see more than that, but you can tell that there is something or someone rather large in the bed.
Right. I've got Hades with me at the moment, and I'll just turn around and go, could be one of those large pirates that Chester was talking about. But we'll go tell the rest of the group.
I think that's a smart idea. It might be a group thing, especially if we have to save Chester.
Right. So yeah, I'll head back to just quietly with Hades round to where the group is. And I
Perfect.
will relay the information quietly to those that want to listen. Maybe not to Deza because he's making no sense at the moment, so I don't know whether he's paying much attention. He just seems to be dribbling everywhere and
All right, so you're saying that there could be like enemies in there.
There's something rather large in the bed, but that's as
Alright.
much as I could see. I couldn't identify what large thing it was. It could be just a large pillow, but
You think like maybe Grammy never left?
was she a large woman? I don't remember actually getting the
pies.
description of she ate
She only
pies.
ate pies, right? So she must.
Maybe she ate too many pies and couldn't get out of bed. That's a good theory.
Guys, this is crazy. Was it Tyranius? He was certain that Granny was dead. There's no way we would have got this job if Granny was still here.
Maybe.
Let's just go in, guns a blazing, shoot
let's
every
do it.
living thing we see.
Kick
Then
the
we're
door
done.
in.
Kick the door in. You go.
Dr. Chris Alice is gonna walk up to the door and just be like, so I'm gonna make an unarmed attack with my foot.
Do it.
Somehow. How do I do this
Amazing.
again?
The visual image of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rex taking a step back. He's like, I don't know what she's doing, but
It didn't work that well that time, but I get multiple. So no, that also didn't do very well. So well, it's against the door. So and bonus action. Okay, so
Getting better.
is that right?
While
Yeah.
Dr. Ellis
12,
is
13,
doing
14.
this, I'm going to tap her on the shoulder and give her a blessing. I'm going to give her vigilant blessing.
Whoa.
As an action, you give one creature you touch advantage on the next initiative roll the creature makes. This
Thank you.
benefit ends after the roll.
Thank you so much. Did I do okay with that? No, I can't hear you.
This was.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So, if this was a normal locked door, you would have just been a little owl kicking a door. However, this is a loading dock. The doors were always left open for people to come and unlock. So you go and you walk up and you kick and they swing open and then they close back. So you
Yes.
kick it again and they swing open and close back. And you kick again because you're just in order going, yeah.
Yeah. Did you see that? I did it 3 times. 3 times.
Epic.
So
Yes.
impressive. I love everything about it.
Oh, thank you. Should we go in now?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So you guys make your way into the unlocked loading door.
where's Dessa? Where's Dessa? Dessa! Are you alright over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, have my good berry. There you are, chap. That might make your look, I've had a digestion problem before. I know what it's like. It's I tell you, it's worse on the way out than it is on the way down, I tell you. But this good berry, hopefully it does the trick. And he hands the good berry over. It's like, come on, chap. We need your hammer.
So as Deza tries to eat the good berry, if you've ever tried to chew on something when your mouth is numb, it's like you kind of massacate it, but the juice does kind of end up all over your face.
I was going to say, Rick,
You still
Rick
get
would
the
be like,
essence of the good berry, so you still feel full. It's 1 hit point, isn't it? So you know. So you do regain back 1 hit point and you feel full, but yes, you've also now got a lovely sort of, what color are your good berries?
Berry.
Berry?
Berry colors.
Berry color. Yeah.
We'll go with like this
You've got
color.
a berry colored
Ribena.
juice. And as berries come in shades of blue, red, purple, and black, it is iridescent in, couple of different colors.
Ooh.
They're magic. So why not? Why can't they be rainbow berries?
Is my mouth still numb?
Yeah, your mouth is going to be numb for about the next hour. So,
yeah.
Ew.
Rick feels bad. He just wipes your mouth with a hanky. He's like, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right, Dessa. Come on. You'll be right, mate.
I think if anything, Deza needs to get in there and like command the room straight away. Like tell whoever's in the bed to
Get away. It'd be like the Tasmanian devil running inside the room.
so as you after the doors were ever so lovingly opened by Dr. Chrysalis, walk your way into the small loading dock. You can see that on the stone ground, you can see in the middle there's like a clear pathway where people have tracked back and forward, but outside this, there's just layers of dust, like that kind of dust where you flick your finger through and it leaves like a little channel because it's so thick. You can see pallets that have got things loaded up on them, like long, old, and spoiled flour. The remnants of a wagon that has been smashed to pieces. So you just see like a broken wheel and bits and pieces around here. You can see some storage, some boxes that have been delivered and had been ripped open, and the contents tossed aside of just packaging for Grammy's country apple pies. These cute little pink sort of cardboard boxes with like the little mint green Grammy's country apple pie logo on it for putting all the pies into. But there is nobody in this room. You do see on the wall adjacent that there is, if it'll let me do things, there is a door.
Want to go again, Chrysalis?
All right. Right. I hobble over. I hop over to the door. And then I'm going to kick it again. No, wasn't that great? Kick it again. Okay, that's better.
Yes.
And bonus action kick for 25.
Nice. So this time you walk up to the door and you're like, I've got this. And you just go to do the same sort of kick as before, and your foot or your claw, your
talon?
Allen foot
Talon?
makes
I think it's a
the wood.
talon.
And just your talon just stands there. And you're like, huh. So you go to kick it again and you see the door sort of rattle in its frame, but still stays in place. You're like, oh no. And this time you give it a good old kick and you just watch as the door sort of rattles, and then you just hear like, and the door just falls out of the frame.
Yeah.
As the door
Nice.
falls out of the frame,
Hey.
you guys start to see into a room. You'd probably see about there. You can see the start of a kitchen. You can see once again that it is this big, wide open space. You can see a stove. You can see a little fireplace here. You can smell the remnants of like a fire that might have been lit recently on these ones. The actual oven, you can see on top that there's a pot that is dry and empty, but there's a spoon going around with no one guiding it. It's just magically stirring by itself. You see the oven doors. You see it close down and then open back up. And then you see it close back down all on its own. The other thing that you see, or rather you hear as the door comes crashing down to the ground, is some lovely creatures who all seem to be looking at the door. Please roll for initiative and let me start that initiative token.
Dr. Ellis
Let's
has
go.
advantage.
Thank you.
She does indeed.
I will cherish it. Oh god. Okay. Well, 20. Thank you.
I'm imagining the door
That
gets
was
slammed
bad.
down, and then the camera just like has to pan down to the
Mhm.
owl,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You're
a
just like,
fighting
"Whoa!"
starts.
and then they like look down.
So good.
Right, now let's see if I remember how to do this. I clicked on the token.
Oh no.
I roll that. If not, I'll just add it manually. I did figure out that much.
Mine did.
But no valid
Oh,
token
how
was
do I add it?
selected. Let's try that again. Objects
How
and
do I
token.
add mine manually? Because it didn't show up.
I will have to do it
Yours
for
has
you.
popped up
Okay,
for
can you do it?
when you want it, you have to click on the token first and then roll your initiative.
Well, I know that now.
Yeah, got it. It's the same thing I did. And I rolled the same initiative both times. So how's that? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are missing. Deza.
Yeah.
That's all right. I can see your initiative here, so I'll just add you in manually.
Did I change that? I don't know. But...
Deza. Add.
Yay.
And we change
Deza.
that to 7. And I'll have to re-descend it because there we go.
Chrysalis has 20.
20?
Yeah, she had
No
advantage.
worries.
Thanks to the cleric.
Yo. Come
Thank
on.
you.
There we go. Right. Amie likes things in order. There we go. Look at that.
Perfect.
And no
Beautiful.
API issues this time.
Nice.
Yay! No random beeping.
Yay! Oh, all right. You guys did so well with that last time. I was sitting here going, oh my god, how do I fix this? How do I fix this? Guys did so good. All right. Because my people rolled absolute crap, Dr. Chrysalis, you are up first.
Okay. I'm going to fly in. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna punch this
Perfect.
first guy. This guy here.
Do it. So I'm going to start revealing a bit more of the map because you will see. So roll for an attack.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna punch this guy for 17 first. And I'm good. Then how do I do the damage? Is it unarmed? Is this it?
So 17 does not hit.
Oh, okay, very good. Sure. Yeah. All right. Oh, I'm gonna bonus action. Bring out my claws, my
Mhm.
Eldritch Claw tattoo, with the inky black tendrils. I'm going to do another one. For an 18 this time.
This time it does hit.
Okay, cool. It's a 7, plus it'll be a d6 once I figure out how to do that. How do I do that again?
So on the side, you have a little dice right at
Right.
the bottom, and you can
Yep.
choose a d6 there.
Okay, and this is a 1d6, 1 point of force damage that comes with the claws.
Cool. So the
And
claws are magical, correct?
yeah, as a monk, I'm magical.
Yeah, considered magical. That is
Yeah.
correct.
You know, I might actually flurry of blows here, and I'm going to attack this guy as. Oh no, I can't because I just used bonus action. Okay, I will move back, even though I'm going to provoke from one guy.
Okay.
Still learning my character. Yeah.
That's
So I
quite
provoke
all
from one
right.
person.
So, yep, they will take an opportunity attack as you move back.
Yep.
That is a dirty 20 to hit,
Mhm.
which I believe is your armor class. And you
Very
take
much so.
9 slashing damage
Okay,
from
sweet.
a ginormous
1, 2, 3,
long
4,
sword.
5,
And
6,
as you
7, 8.
come and you lay your punches and you move back, you watch as this creature just pulls out of its back a ginormous metal long sword with like barbs on the end. And as it comes down, you have a close look at its face and you do realize there is no face. It is literally a helmet sitting on a body of heavy plate armor.
Okay. When I get back to the guys, I'm like, ow, he hurt me a bit. Just be careful. They've got no faces. They're pretty tanky. So be careful, okay?
All right.
In my turn.
Nikolai.
Can I just slide through the door, crossbow drawn, and I'm just gonna say, "Good vibes only, or else." I'm just gonna look to the closest person. I guess this guy over here.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna try shoot my crossbow directly at him.
Do it.
I get advantage because he hasn't had a turn yet.
Dang.
Which isn't good. Only 11.
And you just come out and you scream this motto, good vibes only, or else. And as you do the or else, you just like go to do the exclamation point because there's exclamation points on the motto. And it causes you to shoot your bow up.
Remember what I said. Remember what I said. I'm just going to move back in to the room. That's me.
Maybe next
Perfect.
time. Maybe
Yeah,
next time.
yeah. We'll see if they've got good vibes.
I am going to then pop my head out this door.
Just
Okay,
a second,
is it
hun,
my
it's
turn?
Rick first.
Oh, sorry. Got ahead of
That's all
myself.
right.
Just keen to
okay.
go, keen to get in there.
I know.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do what she was gonna do, which was put my head out the door. I'm gonna strike
Great minds
Hades.
think alike.
I'm gonna strike the Hades to protect our healer. At this point, because I don't. And I look around here and I go, are you feeling thorny? And I cast spike growth.
Are you feeling thorny?
Yeah.
But
And it's a 40-foot radius. Sorry, it's a 20-foot radius from a mark. So what I'll probably do, because I want people to be able to go in, I think if I cast it, 1, 2, no, 1, 2, there. Yeah, probably at maybe this point here. So 20-foot radius. God. 2, 3. Let me see if I can draw this thing. 1, 2,
I've
3.
pulled out
Have you got it?
There is a circle tool.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the 40 because it's like 40. It'll be 40 foot
is.
from. Yeah, that one. Brilliant. Cool.
Yeah.
So if you want
you
to move,
it over a little bit.
yeah, move it
So
up
you
so it's got everybody in it.
Nope.
So can you drag? Oh, can I select? No, I can't. If you go to the select tool now,
You
and
know
then
what
you should
we'll
be able
do?
to click the circle.
It's not letting me do it. We'll just pretend he was down here.
He was.
Okay.
He was there all along.
Yeah.
wow.
Cool. Yeah, because that will mean that it'll give someone a chance to run over and get that guy there. So that, yeah, basically any movement for these guys is difficult terrain,
Okay.
and they take 2d4 piercing every 5 feet. They take,
travel.
yeah.
Perfect.
So he'll do that, and then he'll push his way over there. The bonus action is just for Hades to protect Sabine. If she wants an action, if something happens, he'll do what he can. And that would be Rick.
Perfect. Now, Sabine, you may go.
Right. I'm going to poke my head out the door. And then I'm going to cast a spell. Targeting. I don't know how to do the thing where you can see the two that are standing directly next to each other?
Yep, the two down here.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I am going to cast a spell called Moonbeam.
Perfect.
And anything within a 5-foot radius. So the two of them are in that. About 120 feet from me.
Yep. Perfect. All right.
do it.
So do you roll to attack or do I roll to avoid?
You
It's the start of their turn or something, eh?
You have a creature enters the spell save area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. It is engulfed in ghostly flame that cause searing pain. It must make a Constitution saving throw.
Perfect. All right. I'll put a circle around those two specifically so we remember to also do them. So that's on their turn. That's all good. Anything else you'd like to do with your bonus action?
With my bonus action, Do I have any cantrips that I can do as a bonus action? I don't believe so. No, I think that's me.
And are you staying where you are, or are you going to go and hide in the room like the rest of the party?
No, I'll move into this corner here. But I assume at some point people are going to come out of this room.
I'll
So
say
I'm
Hades.
just gonna...
Hades will move with you right there.
Yay.
Okie dokie.
First rule of
Here's
combat: protect the
I'm
healer.
going out of the room.
Yay!
Alright.
So I am going to use my full movement plus, as a bonus action, use aggression.
Mm-hmm.
So stop clicking the ruler. So the 30 feet, and then using aggression, move up to my full movement towards an enemy I can see or hear. Bap! And I'm going to hit him twice with my hammer.
Just be aware that you've walked into the spike growth there, though.
I'm gonna hit him with my hammer.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, there.
Nice.
So
That
21 to hit
definitely hits.
first.
Oof.
And a natural
Yay.
20!
Oh my god!
Nice. Nice. Alright, let's roll
Yes.
some damage.
What is Deza saying to this thing as he's hitting it? Because he's obviously got a numb
yeah.
mouth as well.
As he ran in, he was just like, he wanted to, he wants to be part of this group so bad, even though he's a big dumb idiot. He just wants everyone to love him too. So he's just gotta say, good vibes only! And then come and absolutely wreck shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Okay. So the first attack did 5.
mm-hmm.
And the second attack does 11.
Now is that 8 doubled already for your
Oh
critical?
no, it is 8 doubled, so not 11. 8 is
That'd be
19.
19. And with the 5 from before, that would be. Do you get the +3 on the 5? Oh, it's already added that. Never mind.
Yeah.
19, 24. 24 points of damage in one round. Well done. You watch as Desert just comes running in, and as you go and you whack that first strike down, as this creature in front of you doesn't even seem to react, you take a minute and you look around, and you can see the disarray and the disrespect that these creatures have done to this building. They have destroyed the tables. They've put holes in the wall. You can see the remnants where they burned a table and it caught fire part of the roof. They're pulling stones out of the wall. They are destroying this beautiful old building. And as that anger fires you, you just smacks this creature so hard on the head, the helmet does a full 360 and comes back into place.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's my turn.
Excellent.
Nice.
And would you like to stay where you are? Would you like?
Yes.
Oh no, you used your full movement, didn't you?
I'm staying where I am.
Perfect. Arthur.
Okay, you see Arthur just thinking of something catchy to say before he runs out into the. He's kind of workshopping as you guys are doing stuff. Okay, and then he'll run out into the middle of the room, and you'll see like kind of like crackling of energy like through his gemstone kind of like joints build up into his hands, and then you'll see this kind of like energy build, and then he'll say, I heard you guys were messing around with Macintosh. Well, let me tell you, you should start thinking differently. And then hit the ground and shoot an energy that ripples underneath the feet of everyone, and then builds into a tidal wave on the other side of the room.
Mhm.
and then just like come full force towards those guys, and he casts tidal wave in the middle of the room. Let's see how this works.
Perfect.
That
All
joke
right.
is
Can
so
you
good.
pull
That
up the
joke is
spell
so
for
good.
me?
Yeah, it's good. I've been
Yeah.
working on it.
Did you close the door on your way out? Just
No, I didn't really think about it. So,
Yeah.
basically, it's a 30-foot long, 10 feet wide, 10-foot tall tidal wave, and they all need to make dexterity saves or take
Yeah.
a bunch of bludgeoning damage and get knocked prone.
Perfect.
And the save is
It's from a spell, so it is a magical effect. And
17.
so when it's 30 foot wide, but it's only 10 foot, so it's like literally being cast in a line against a couple of them, or does it travel? So, like, could it? This is what I'm trying to work out.
Was
Oh,
it
I
10 foot
see.
high? 10 foot high and 30 foot wide?
10 foot high, 10 foot like wide, and then I think travels 30 feet.
Ah,
long?
so it's like
I have no idea actually. Let me read this
Yeah.
again and we can all imagine.
Yeah, can you click on the
30
spell and
foot.
bring it up in the chat?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
let's there we go. Oh,
All right.
nope.
Show shell description. You conjure up a wave that crashes down on an area. The area can be up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall. Each creature in that area. Okay. The water then spreads across the ground in all directions, extinguishing unprotected flame in its area and with 30 feet of it. So the actual damage area is up to 10 feet wide. So,
Okay.
Amie being nice and helping you here, if you were to cast 10 foot here in terms of
Yep.
width, you could get these 2 rows. You would not be able to get this top one, and you would not be able to get the bottom one, but you would be able to get the 4 of them in the middle.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So we want each creature must make a dexterity saving throw. And it's bludgeoning damage, but it's from a magic spell, so they are not resistant. So this will do damage. Just checking something out. Cool. All right. Now, how the heck would I do? All right, we're just going to make dexterity throws. Don't know how to do saving throws on the sheet. So 1, 2. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Doing it across an order. 3. Come on. 4. All right. What is your spell DC? 16. I just
17.
see it there in front. Oh, 17?
Oh.
Yeah, it says
Whoa.
16 on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then
Yep.
that.
Well, you can look at it later if you think it should be 17. Which means only number 2 makes it. And the rest of them will take 4d8 bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone. So if you can roll me 4d8, please.
There you go. Yeah.
If only it was a little bit better.
There's also a nice beam of
I know.
moonlight that if anyone were to be pushed into it, they would take damage on their start of their turn next round. I don't know if you have the ability to do that, but
That's
Don't
what
think
this
it
little
moves them.
circle is here to remind me that they're in the moonlight beam at the moment. So if anyone enters those squares, moonlight.
I don't know if tidal wave moves people, but that was just
It
I was
knocks
wondering.
them prone, but it doesn't move them out of their square. So they just fall down, essentially. And then it moves out in 30 feet direction. So, Deza, you are going to get wet. Arthur, you are going to get wet. Sabine is going to get wet. So as you guys watch this massive tidal wave being summoned by Arthur and then just crash as it spreads all around. Great thing is now the floors look really, really clean.
But we're all covered in like dirty water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. There's lots of little like remnants all over the floor of broken building and bits and pieces. Yeah. So Blah, blah, blah. And nothing else you'd like to do with the rest of your turn, Arthur?
Just splash. Just enjoy it.
Roll
Have
a
a bath.
performance check to just see how good of a splash it is.
Okay. Let's have a look. Performance.
Roll for
Come
splash.
on. This is the most important one.
Yeah.
It's pretty
It's a
good.
pretty good splash. You managed to do like one of those really good skids where you slide across the water and it makes another little mini wave. All right. So
Trying
It
to
is-
prove Sabine wrong.
it is Hound Taurus time. Now, did I see before? Need to go back. Spike growth. So Nericans moves into or within the area. So if they move, getting up from prone counts as movement. So
Yay!
Yes.
can I please have Rick roll 2d4?
Combo time.
Mm-hmm.
34.
We've got a couple of
Yeah.
things to settle here, so we'll just do them in order. So we'll start with Rick.
Just a 4 to start.
Oh,
4. Oh, that's okay. So, I mean, damage is damage, you know. It all adds up. -4. -4. -4. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do.
And it's half movement as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
So
def-
they move, and they also take damage for every time they move as well. And then next thing we will sort is the moonbeam. So that was up here.
Constitution saving throws.
Thank you.
And the DC is 16.
16. So the first one failed, but the second one succeeded. And do we get... Sorry,
Oh,
how did
half
you roll up?
damage.
Half damage? It is half damage. Perfect. Oh, yeah, I can see you've rolled 11 radiant damage already. Radiant. All right. So you watch as these 4 creatures that have been knocked down stand up, and you can see, despite their heavy, full-bodied plate armor, again, there's no face, so it's really creepy. There's no emotion, and it's like, at first, are they even being hurt by this? But then you watch as Sabine harnesses her crystal energy, pulling out one of those crystals that the moonlight touched before, and almost bouncing the light through it as this moonbeam comes down. And you watch as this radiant energy infiltrates and seems to do a little bit more damage than you were anticipating. And then
that good vibe bonus damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
This guy.
the one on the side here, you can see parts of the armor start to fall off. A couple of the fingers of the metal glove have fallen off, and there's no actual bones underneath it. It's just like the armored fingers fall off, and it's just an empty space. You can see like a kneecap start to pop off, and there's no knee in there. It's just an empty space. As these creatures stand up, you see this red sort of glow emit from them in unison all together. That's what you see.
Oh boy. It's not creepy at all.
Right,
Let's
this
not-
one that is right beside Deza is going to attack Deza.
Yay!
Cool. So they make 2 attacks. 17 and a 9. What is your armor class?
I'm checking. 18.
18. Both miss. Just going wide. First one gets quite close, but then the second one just goes wide. And then... So now I have to do some calculations. 20 feet, So you rolled 4. So 4 times 4 is 16. No, they only move through 1, 2. So it would be 8 damage for that one to move. This one is going to move. And then 2. And that one takes 3. So let me... Sorry, I just did some math in my head. That was really stupid. So minus 8 for 2 squares of difficult terrain. So as 2 of these creatures move up towards Sabine, having been attacked specifically by your moonbeam, one of them, the one that was already very hurt, as they make their way over the thorns, you can see them just like falling apart more and more and more. If they had a brain, that wouldn't have been a smart decision. But they are both going to attack Sabine. Now, Hades was holding an action to protect Sabine. So what is Hades holding?
He's going to pull her out of the way and take the hits.
Take all the hits?
Mhm.
Okay. So, first attack
That's a
is an
miss.
8. 9.
Yes.
Miss.
I think that's the one that's falling apart. It's a bit hard
Mhm.
to attack when you got no fingers. 16. That's looking a bit better.
That's a
And
miss,
four.
and that's a miss.
Oh, miss.
Yeah, all miss.
Sweet. Excellent. All right. So, and then we have... -4 for the area. Man, it adds up. Like that little damage
Yeah.
adds up. Yeah. It's a good spell to cast. This one will move around to the back of this pot, and you will see him reach into the pot with his hand, even though it is on fire, and start pulling something out. And if you excuse me, I just need to roll a new initiative order.
What?
For a new
Why?
creature, obviously.
Creature that appears to be made of molten lava starts making its way out of this fiery pit.
Oh.
And then, what are the other two going to do? It's getting a bit crowded up there. They don't really have anything to throw. The other two are just going to jam there because, yeah, everyone's got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Cool. All right, so now we move to the top of the round, and it did not put. There we go. So,
Ew.
little switch around because Dr. Chrysalis definitely has more dexterity than my creature. So, Dr. Chrysalis is up first.
Yay! I'm going to punch the first one, and this guy here in front of me,
Mhm.
and I'm going to punch this guy.
Mhm.
I can because I have reach. So that is what I'm going to do right now.
Punch away, my dear.
So 24,
Definitely hits.
and then 14, and I'm going to use
Misses.
before you
Yep.
say it. I'm going to use my
I will let you go
inspiration.
ahead. Yep, go for it. You did start to say it before I said it, so you're more than
Yeah.
welcome to say it.
What's the dice for level 10?
So for DM inspiration, it's a reroll. So just reroll your attack.
Okay. Cool. 18.
Hit.
Cool. Okay.
Good use of inspiration.
Thank you. Get rid of that now. Feel inspired.
Mhm.
9 for the first dude.
Mhm.
Plus I'll roll that now so I don't get confused. Another D6 or 4.
So that's
force
13
damage.
total.
Yep.
Yep.
And then on the second dude, 11 And another d6. 1. That's something. It's something.
Perfect.
Um,
So as you fly out and you just smack into this first one, you're punching good today. You're feeling it. You're feeling something today. And as you go forward, you go to punch the second one and you just punch straight through the chest and you watch as the armor just crumbles in front of you into a pile of unanimated armor.
Okay, and then I've got a bonus action, so
Mhm.
I'll just use it on this guy right in front of me. So I've lost my character sheet. Where have you gone? Let me find that. Another unarmed attack. So 15. That will miss.
That misses, unfortunately.
Oh well. And then I'll fly a bit back
Perfect.
because I can.
All right. So next up is our little creature. So, it reminds me. Pop out, please.
Now's your chance, Nikolai.
Yeah.
You can do this.
Yeah.
Actually, hit the bad guy this time. I believe in
will.
you.
I'm going to. Yeah,
Good job.
thanks.
Good. Have you thought of becoming a monk?
I might have to at this point. We'll see.
All right. That is just the fire damage that this one did to summon up the creature. So as this magma-based creature starts wiggling and worming and rising its way out of this fire pot, you just hear this guttural earthen roar emit from it. So I would like Arthur, Sabine, and Hades to please all roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Question.
Mhm.
Is the I'll roll it anyway. I'll ask the question. It's a saving throw, is it?
I do not succeed.
Oh no.
Types.
Just think of it as like a hot rock massage, or like exfoliating. Maybe I don't
Yeah.
know. Think of the positives. I'm getting
This is a
hit by a whole bunch of
learning
lava.
to move faster next time.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's any sort of fire damage, then Hades would be immune to it. So if
Yeah.
not,
So
that's
Hades just chills. Hades just enjoys a nice warm fire bath. But for our other two, so Arthur takes 5 points of fire damage because you saved, but Sabine takes 11 points of fire damage. And as this creature lets out another guttural roar, you watch as you hear behind you as the fireplace starts to rattle. As they have a ability to summon their friends. Because everybody loves friends.
Yay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nikolai!
I am okay. Can I try and move over next to this barrel and bonus action hide?
Yep. Roll a
Uh,
stuff check. It's like, yeah, stuff.
28.
Oh, yeah. Definitely hidden.
Perfect. Then I'm gonna try and take a shot at this dude.
Do it.
So that'll be with advantage because I am hidden. Let's hope one of these hit.
Oh, yeah. Your first one
23?
definitely hits.
Perfect. So that is 15 plus the 16 sneak attack damage.
Hey.
21.
Oh,
I
man.
did something.
Now,
I
Sorry,
can't
31.
see. Oh.
your crossbow, is that considered magical?
No, it's not.
So you watch as
No.
you release a arrow, and you know it's good, and it doesn't quite do the damage that you thought it was going to do.
Well, I hit him, Chrysalis. You said that was a good shot,
I
right?
can't see. I'm sorry.
It was a great shot. Never mind. Okay.
I'll take your
then I'm
word
gonna.
for it. I don't know.
Yeah, thanks. Then I'm just gonna step out next to this dude,
Mhm.
completely in the open, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I'm right here," and that's my turn.
Cool. The creature does not respond to you, has no mouth to communicate, but you
Cool.
are there.
I'm there. Perfect.
Rick!
Right. So only got one guy in there. It probably does make sense to hold spike growth. So I'll, as a variation, just drop my focus on that. I'll sort of turn around here, just peer past Nikolai and look at this guy. Look at these guys back here. But I'll look at this guy first and I'll go, looks like a face off.
Nah.
But then I will see. I'll see these two guys here. Now these guys were casting spells earlier. Is that what we sort of interpreted from these two?
Which one?
From
Which one?
these kind of
The
creatures with
magnetic.
wings that were spitting me. Yeah.
As a ranger, you do have a little bit of a connection to nature, so roll me a nature check.
Ooh.
So while I'm presuming that you don't speak Ignan, I think that's it, Ignan. Like it's
No, I
elemental.
speak Draco. Yeah,
Primordial?
hold on. Celestial. He speaks a lot of languages: Celestial, Draconic, Dwarvish, and Undercommon, but not
Yeah.
Primordial.
No, these are sort of like guttural earth elemental type languages. So while you don't recognize the language, you do recognize the style of call as a call
Right.
used in the wild when one animal is summoning another animal to come to the hunting pack because they need to protect, they need more defense. It's a call that is formed someone to summon to come to be.
Okay, all right. So I know that they're summoning, and I know that that's potentially a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So he walks around the court. He sees these two, and he's like, "Shh, quiet." And he casts silence. That's a
Great move.
20. It's a 20-foot
from
circle, so it'll be
from now on,
it'll
all
be
your witty
kind of
comebacks. No
yeah.
more.
No
Fall
more.
on deaf ears.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
That's all right because Dessa can't
Sign
speak
language.
anyway at the moment. He can't speak anyway at the moment, so it's probably not a. I'm just more worried about Arthur being in there, but I'll sort of pre-warn Arthur beforehand. I'm just going to tell her quiet, and then yes, cast silence on them there. As a bonus action, I'll be like, Hades, you let our cleric get hit. Sabine, she's been hurt. Do your job better next time. And so his action is to take any hit that comes that way. So
Perfect.
that's
So
Rick. And then he'll move back.
protect.
He'll move back here because he's just smart. Well, he's old and smart, but he'll move back here, just listening and making sure everything's going to plan.
Perfect. All right. So what do I roll to stop under silence? Does it just auto work? Remind me.
Yeah, so there's no, basically this area is silent. So while somebody's in this area, they can't cast magic. So they have to move out of it. So
Perfect. Yep. Oh, good. Okie dokie. Sabine, whose camera appears to have gone. Are you there with us, Sabine?
I am. Yes.
Yeah. Perfect.
Well, I'm going to drop concentration on that spell I had.
The
It's not
moonbeam.
really helping. Moonbeam, because it's not really helping.
Yep.
You could move
Okay,
it.
all good.
You
I
can
cannot
move
seem
it.
to.
Oh, I can move it?
Yeah, you can. Bonus action, you can move it up to 30 feet somewhere else.
Oh, then I will do that instead.
Okay. I still cannot, for some reason, select the circle, so we'll just draw more circles because circles are fun.
Fine. Within 30 feet. Sorry, I can't measure my things. Oh, there we are. For some reason, it was really far out to get to my measurement, but
So you've got 3 on this side and 15 feet. You've got 1 that side and 20-ish feet, and then
I'll
you've got
do the 3 that I can get.
yeah. So it's a 5. It's
5 foot.
basically 5 foot in radius, so it's like 10 foot all around. Is that right?
Mhm.
So
And then it's a 40-foot cylinder, so it goes up. 40 feet.
really tall. Yeah. So if it's a 5 foot radius, so it would hit 2 out of the 3. So which one? It will get this fire one in the center, no matter. Would that include desert?
You can
Or
go
does
next to it potentially, or
Yeah,
Desert can
you could.
move.
Yeah,
out
if
of
you
it.
draw
Yeah.
if you draw something like that.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
work. All right, one of
Do
those
that.
two. Do that indeed. Right. Let's
And
find.
then I have an action.
Perfect. So when the
Is
spell
anyone
ends,
looking
on
rough right now?
look in the mirror.
Injured?
So kind.
I need to heal
So
someone
kind.
at least once.
Your cleric card gets revoked if you don't, right?
Exactly.
That's right.
I mean,
I'm
some of the
injured by my
creatures are
own
looking a
potion.
bit rough. There's some creatures
Wow.
around that are strangers.
No, I'm okay. How is Deza looking, actually?
I'm missing 9 hit points. I'm fine.
Okay, everyone's fine then. I guess I won't heal anyone.
That was all my fault, so like it's fine.
Oops. Instead, I will cast. Oh, that's a bonus action. I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds on the one directly in front of me.
Awesome.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
It's a touch spell, so I have to roll to hit.
Channel your inner Dr. Chrysalis.
Yeah.
Exactly.
punch
I'm
him.
gonna attempt to punch it.
Yeah.
Oh,
24. I
yeah.
channel
Definitely hits.
the heck out of the doctor.
Yeah. That's really good.
And I'm, didn't say before, so it's level 1. 20 points of necrotic damage, please.
Oh,
Cool.
Good job.
it's a solid roll.
Yeah, Sabine just holds with her gemstones in her hand, just goes, looks at Dr. Ellis, nods, and then just punches it in the face. And
Yeah.
probably breaks her hand.
Well, there's technically no face, so your hand punches through to the back of the helmet that sits on top of them. But
And
as
then
it connects,
opalescent light glows out.
and like you're aware with your energies about the giving nature of life and the taking nature of life, and you're aware of what these spells can do. And as you put your fist through and connect, you realize that this doesn't quite do as much damage as you hoped it would do.
Yeah, I think it might happen.
Yeah, sorry.
That's
But
alright.
it's still looking rough. You managed to knock the helmet off to the side a bit, so now it's a bit like this.
It did some damage.
Good.
Right, so it would be Dez's turn.
Right.
But there's someone else that needs to come in here.
Oh.
What?
Another one.
Dryad's
Another
coming to
one.
save us. Oh, no.
No,
There's
no.
more things to
I
punch.
nearly
right?
cleared the whole list.
Oh.
So,
Bad man.
yeah, so we're just going new. There we go. So, as you guys are doing a few things and stuff, punching and releasing water and creating difficult areas on the ground. That layer, please. Let me have that layer, please. Thank you.
Oh
And
no.
Oh, he has a sword.
as you hear the door of the apartment bang open and a giant, fiery, demonic, maybe looking creature comes storming out of the room and just look at all of you and go, "What are you doing in my house?"
Grandma
Emma?
doesn't look how I imagined her.
Yeah, she's really let herself go. I'd have to say.
Really let herself go, yeah.
It's all those pies. This is what happens when you eat too many apple pies. You look like that.
She turn red and grow
Mm.
horns.
She's turned into a red apple. She's a what are the a red delicious. She's not a red delicious. No, definitely not.
I don't
Well,
know
you
who
know
this Grammy that you speak of is, but you are in my home. I shall turn you all into my minions for what you have done.
Don't think Revivify will fix that one, guys.
Oh,
Des
pop
is
out.
just
Pop out.
mouthing different nonsense, but nothing can be heard.
I'm sure it was a
Arthur's-
good sassy comeback there, Deza.
Totally.
It's just
Yeah, same with Arthur.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
true.
Arthur's.
looking
Isn't
For a
there an
round,
moment, I
apple
thought
that-
I didn't take Revivify, guys, and I was like, well, I'm an idiot. I did.
as this creature looks around and sees the decimated remains of one of his minions there and the almost decimated remains of his minions there, he is going to be like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He is going to throw a flame at Arthur as this large ball of fire gets summoned in his hands and he's just going to release it. Do I click that? I click that. So that is a 25 to hit you. Yep. Sorry, guys. Big guns coming out. So it's 16 fire damage.
Ooh.
Thing.
You
now
got
you
that.
have people to heal.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yay, I can cleric
This
now.
is a good thing, yeah.
A second one
Oh,
will be
He's just
made
like-
against Jasher. Against Nikolai.
Okay.
Arthur's just screaming in pain right now. Nobody can hear a single thing he's at.
That's a 23.
That hits.
Cool. And there. So that's 10 fire damage.
Okay. Are they quite small, like flames? Like it doesn't hurt the person next to me at all? It's just.
It is. It's a very targeted small flame that he shoots from his hands. And then you see his eyes glow for a moment, and that same yellow glow that you had seen in all the bodies of his creatures radiates back out. He
All
is
right.
commanding them.
Okay.
Now it is your turn.
Yay! Quick thing, lovely DM. With the attack that I did before, I know,
Mhm.
like 3 years ago, I only had my hammer out, and I have the dueling fighting style, so it has a +2 as well to that attack.
Okay.
A +2 damage to anything that's single-handed.
Yeah. So it's this one that you attacked, wasn't it?
Yes.
And you made 2 attacks, so that would be another -4. Done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did again to the same guy.
Hammer away.
Because that's my gimmick. Smack thing with hammer. Do good. Yay.
Dang.
That will
23,
definitely hit.
27.
And that will definitely hit too.
Whoa.
So that's
As does not come
it's
to
a
play.
9,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a 7. That's it.
9 and 7
Does
is.
he?
He's saying like the
Off.
coolest one-liners, you guys. I swear.
Yeah. Yep. I believe it.
Perfect. He is looking very rough. And
Got like
as
little
you,
dents.
as you do this, the creature that has just erupted from the bedroom just lets out this yell at you and goes, Why? Why are you attacking my home? I am just trying to get. Ugh! And Arthur.
Okay, so after Arthur's patting himself down in complete silence and like trying to say the things that he's trying to say, you realize and come out of the like step to the side. I imagine that there's space where that thing isn't anymore.
Yeah, you can totally step on the dead body. Totally fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Kick the armor to the side.
Granny Smith. Granny Smith is it's an apple. I thought it was. It doesn't matter. I missed the moment. And Arthur will light himself up on fire again, but like a blue fire. Oh no, a
That's
purple
a
fire.
good fire.
Good fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
And cast fire shield on himself, and then with the fire happening, he'll bonus action into an earth elemental shaped like a gem dragon. All at the same time. Granny Smith.
Question.
And then all of a sudden,
As you transform into an earth elemental, does your languages spoken or do your languages that you know change? Do you understand elemental?
I don't know. I can find out.
Have a quick, yeah.
You're an elemental dragon, though. Yeah, you're a gem dragon. Does that make you an elemental?
Yeah. I mean, it like like at its core, it's just an elemental.
Elemental wild shape.
We were just singing to each other. Finally get to hear the.
We're missing out.
Yeah.
You know what? Rather than
Rock and roll.
letting this, clog us up, say it does. You turn into an elemental, and because you become an elemental, it becomes understanding to you. You can hear these creatures talking. You can hear the magma creatures talking. No, you can't. They're in a silence spell. Never mind.
I feel like I can see their lips
You can
moving.
see their magnetic mouths moving, and you know you would understand them if there wasn't a silence spell.
Ah. But that's the end of my go. That's all I really can do.
Perfect. All right. So next it's the Helm Horus. So that one takes some moonbeam damage, and that was a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Perfect.
16. Number you need to beat. Oh, wow, damn it.
Does it take half damage on a save still?
Yes.
And is it your 11 that you initially rolled?
No, it. Oh, let me check
Or
that.
do you roll again each time?
Alright, for some.
think it's each time.
Each time I think I reroll.
Rolling's fun. Go for it.
Sorry.
I mean, because it's susceptible to it anyway,
Ooh.
it would have been half for a save, but then it gets double because it's susceptible, because it's radiant, so it takes the full 14 anyway. And you watch as your moonbeam light comes down and disintegrates from the very core of this creature.
Does the
Let's
magma
go.
one as well also?
Yeah, so it's on their turn, isn't it? So
Okay, cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I was
So
thinking
that
they were
one's
on the
coming out
initiative,
next.
but they're not.
Yeah. Well, remember that total for the
They're
magma
separate.
with it.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, good. Right. So that one's now gone. What ones do I have left? This one. It's looking very, very rough, and these ones. So once again, the glow will communicate, and you see this creature, their summoner, their creator, glow as well as commands are fed back and forth between them. You see him turn and go, I don't know who this Grabby is, but this place was abandoned. This is my home. We are making this our home. Why are you destroying us in our home? And this one is going to turn towards Jasher, not
Yes.
Nikolai, and make a couple of attacks on you, please.
I'm right here.
I have to find the right character sheet. Sorry. Too many sheets. Nope. There we go. And attack one. Oh, if they had advantage, it would have been critical. But no. 20.
Hits.
Oh, and that one. How balanced?
Oh.
Great. How much damage was that? Oh,
So that will be 23 damage total. I
right.
rolled really well on the damage there.
I will spit back at it and cast
Yeah.
Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh.
Perfect.
So it is. Can it make a dexterity saving throw?
It can indeed. It's a 15.
It passes. So it only takes half of 16.
I believe that is 8.
Yep.
And what sort of damage is it? Fire?
Yeah.
Cool. It would take 8 if it wasn't immune to fire.
Great.
Oh.
Guys.
Oh.
If this wasn't a creature that did fire. Sorry.
That was
Really
great,
good guess.
Dr. Chrysler. Did you see that one? Yeah. I'm doing great.
I think I missed that one too. Sorry.
Normally you get a fist pump from the DM at this moment. You're apologising because we're not. She's like, yeah, you can't kill it. It's fire damage. You're like, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Chose these because there was a lot of fire used last time. I was like, fire. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That one doesn't need to move. 30 times. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 4 is a 24. Ouch, that's a painful walk.
Oh no! So the spike growth is gone now. So he's
Has it?
fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had to drop concentration on that to keep these guys quiet up here.
No worries.
He can go. He can move wherever he likes, basically.
Yeah. So they're just going to go and chill up by their dad, I guess. Their creator.
Bad
Just gonna go
dad.
chill up there.
Yeah.
All right. So it has very switched back the order. But I'm just going to do the magma folks quickly because there's nothing they can do at the moment with a silence spell on them. So we'll just do that moonbeam damage. Yep, full damage. So that
15 points
was
of damage.
thank you.
Nice.
Is it
Cool.
doubled on them?
Mm-hmm. So as you watch as this glow comes down and just bursts apart this creature, and then a couple of things happen. First of all, as you hear, well, you don't hear because it's in a silent spell, but you would have heard it scream. So its companion buddy that it's summoned also gets disintegrated.
Oh.
It was very smart
Nice.
silencing them because they would have summoned somebody every turn.
Oh.
Yeah,
Clutch
so
move.
very
Go,
smart
Awesome.
move.
Rick.
But
Yeah.
the other thing about magma memphits is when they
Oh.
die, they explode. So,
Yay!
Dizza, can I have a saving throw from you, please?
What type?
What a life they live.
Dexterity.
Just imagine living that way.
14.
You save. You take half fire damage. I mean, half of it for saving. It's not
Yes.
just you get a whopping 3 fire damage as a little bit of fire singes you. And
Yay!
actually, funnily enough, not that one. Not that one. That one. That one. This guy's also in the radius. I didn't want initiative. Whoops. My bad. Yeah, no, he's fine, but he also takes through and you watch as his armor. No, he's immune. He's immune. I don't know how many hit points he has left now, though.
I mean, like, this is the first non-self-imposed damage I've taken, so let's count that a win.
Oops.
Nice. Yeah.
Caesar is experiencing personal growth. All right. So yeah, just figured I'd get that one sorted because I was pretty sure they weren't far from gone in that situation. Dr. Chrysalis.
Right, I'm going to fly up to we'll go over here so I'm not in the way. I'm going to attack this dude. I'm gonna punch him.
Punch him. Punch him
yep,
good.
as I do, as one does. So 15.
Be advantage because you're flanking.
It would be actually. You are.
Oh.
He is completely surrounded. Yep.
Very good. Well, this will definitely hurt him.
Do it.
All right.
Bang.
So 9 bludgeoning damage plus sweet d6. So another 4, so 13.
Straight through the armor once again.
Yeah.
And it shatters around you.
Nice.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Team
And then,
effort.
is this guy here actually dead?
It's just so much better.
You've got one here, and then you've got this cluster over here.
All right. Well, I'll go here as to. Oh wait, it's not there anyway. And I'm going to punch this dude now.
If you move here, you'll be flanking.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Yes, I'll go there. And okay. This
I like
flanking
being
roll.
nice to people because I always forget
Aw,
flanking
my
myself.
punching bag.
So 18
Would
this
hit,
dude?
but roll again in case you get a nat 20.
Okay. Nope.
Nah.
That's fine though.
You still hit.
Yeah. So 8 plus d6. So 12.
Once again, Dr. Chrysalis just comes in and makes another pile of armor.
And
And
then
cleans up.
Then I turn around and I do flurry of biscuits, and I'm going to attack this dude over here because I can. I've got reach. So I'm gonna do 2 more attacks.
So good.
Natural 20 for that too.
Unnatural.
No, sorry,
Yep.
Unnatural. Yes,
Yep.
gotta keep an eye
So
out.
that
For
will attack. That will work.
Good. I'm going to do 10 bludgeoning plus a d6, 15. Okay. And how's he looking?
He hasn't taken a lot of damage. Most of his damage was from moving. So
Excellent.
he's,
Eat another one. And then another. Okay.
they will definitely hit.
Yep. So 6 plus another d6. So that'll be 9.
He's
That-
looking a little
that's
bit
good.
more rougher now. He's definitely
Excellent.
taking some damage. Dr. Chrysalis has basically just swept the board clean. In
And then
one movement, you've taken down several.
And I have so much movement. I'm just going to move back to where I was. We'll just move
It's just
back,
like
move back here.
boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
The rest of us are like, can we reach?
Literally.
And Dr. Ellis is just like, yeah, I can reach every part of this map. And then go back again.
I just imagine it like a
White.
pinball, like
Yeah.
a pinball machine, just bouncing off all these things
Yeah.
in the room and just straight back out the door again. And while she's doing that, she's got Olivia Newton-John's "Let's Get Physical" playing in the background, and she's
Oh,
So Nikolai, that's
amazing
how you
show.
do it. You could do
yeah,
it.
Nikolai.
I didn't see that. Sorry.
Oh.
I missed it.
How did you
I'll,
miss it? It was everywhere.
I blinked. I will light a cigar on the part of me that's still on fire from the demon fireball thingy, and then I'll just go for the big guy with my crossbow.
Do it.
I do not have stealth, so I'm literally just gonna go for that. 24, perfect.
That'll hit.
Dang.
So that's only the 11 damage.
Good job.
And then can I bonus action dash? And I just want to hide around this table here.
Cool. Roll
That's me.
a stealth check.
Perfect. 29.
Oh yeah. Disappear into the shadows because you're behind the table. You have cover as well, so
Cool.
you know.
Perfect.
Keep it in mind. You got cover, so your AC's high.
Awesome.
Sweet, easy peasy. Ranger Rick.
right. Hey, Rick pees the door, and he's like, "I'm pretty sure there's a lot more people here before."
You just see like piles of broken armor all over the ground.
Yeah. And he can see Dizza sitting there and saying something. We can't hear him. He goes, "Oh, I've still got the spell." So he drops the silence spell so he can hear what Dizza's got to say. And then he's hey, so how you doing, Dizzy? You look like you're doing a good job over there. I can see a few bodies around you. So he's just going to pull an arrow out of its quiver and just fire one just at old Red Delicious over here and see what happens.
Fire away.
This is 21 hits.
Definitely hits.
Nice.
All right. 13 damage, and he's going to cast bonus action. Yeah, he's going to attempt. Which remember the spell the target takes 1d. Yeah, he's going to cast this. I don't think this is going to work, but we might as well do it anyway. The Snaring Strike, which requires a DC 13 Strength save. Oh,
There we
Wow,
go.
he has a +6 to strength as well. So
he must have seen Rick come around, and he was just so intimidated by his presence. He's just so and Snaring Strike. I'll let you let's see what it's all about.
so I think I'm just trapped in place, aren't I?
Yeah, so next time you hit a creature, so it takes damage as well. A larger creature has advantage on the saving throw. Oh, because he's larger.
He would have, but he
Yeah,
rolled
so
the
he
same
rolled
for
two
both.
10s.
So
He did, yeah. If it succeeds, the vines shrivel away. Rolls strained by the spell. He takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of the turns. Yeah, so everything's on there. So he hit.
so he's
that.
actually taking 3d6 because you upcast it to 3.
Mm-hmm. So
Cool.
I think so it rolled an extra. Yeah, it rolled the damage there, 9, I think it was, for that spell, but that will get rolled every time he's a thing. And he's got another shot of his bow for his second action because he needs to attack there. And he will also where's my God? Probably got so much stuff on the thing. You just look at he'll look at him and he'll see how big he is, and he's just like fee fi foe, and then shoots his second shot as his favored foe.
Oh my god. All
Just
the dad
see
jokes.
14 though.
So, because he is considered restrained at the moment, you also get advantage on the attack.
Oh, I do. Oh, yes.
Nice.
We'll take
I
that.
always
'cause
forget, so I just had to double check.
27. That's got to be better, right?
That
Okay.
definitely hits.
So he takes the longbow damage, and then he takes the favored foe damage. That one. Yeah. 13.
Nice. That's quite a
job.
bit of damage that's stacked up
Very
over this
nice.
turn. Yeah.
And Rex just like, toodaloo, and he jumps back in the room. So starts talking to Dr. Chris Allison, going, how do you think it's going out there? I think everybody's doing fine. It's too bad Chester's not here. I'm sure he would have had a blast. And that's me.
Perfect. Lovely, Sabine. It is your turn.
Well, as my bonus action, I will move that moonbeam into that nice little area where everyone is.
Mm-hmm. I accidentally deleted it instead of moving it, but yes.
That's fine.
So, yeah, I would say if you were to technically cast it like half on him and half on them, then you can get everyone.
Yay! And then I'm going to. I pre-measured this earlier. I can make it. I run up to Deza.
Oh.
I cast Cure Wounds.
It's a
Yeah.
cleric, everyone. Well done.
I did it, guys.
Well done.
I'll upcast because I can. Second level.
Good job.
12 points returned.
Does that heal his mouth as well?
I don't
Oh
believe
my
so.
goodness,
I'm
I'm
gonna
back at
put-
full health.
I put my gemstone-filled hands on Deza and I say, "You are the good vibes, Deza."
Thank you.
We are the good vibes we found along the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. So,
That's my turn.
it's now his turn. So, we've got a few things to sort out. So, first off, can I get 3d6 for the ensnaring strike from Ranger Rick? And then I'll make a constitution saving throw for your moonbeam, which I believe beats your DC, but I still take half damage. So
14 again.
14. And 11 for there. Oh. Ah! Good job, Amie. Managed to somehow click into a whole new page. So, while we're all 20 quickly reloads, but that's okay because everything's still there, thank God. So, you watch as this creature looks around, looks to see all his creatures that he has made in piles on the ground, looks to see himself trapped, taking damage, looking not badly hurt, but you've taken like if you could see visually 25% of his hit points gone. And just look at all of you and go, if you want the place so much, take it. I don't really care. It was just somewhere for us to stay. You didn't have to destroy all my creatures. We could have just talked. And he is going to cast Plane Shift and bounce the hell out.
Anyone counts a
Oh.
spell? I can't do
We're
it.
gonna finish this.
No.
I got nothing. I don't think my ensnaring strike is going to stop something like a plane shift spell. Wow.
I mean,
Um,
Arthur and I
So,
couldn't have talked for
and
ages.
his two remaining friends, peacing out.
They just
I want to kill them. Looking forward to that. The ones outside? Are they still outside? I'll go track them down.
Never enough kills for Dr. Ellis.
That's right.
I guess this was a success.
Well,
don't
we
know.
still have to find the apple pie recipe.
Of course.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the actual
So-
job.
Yeah, I am, because that took way longer than anticipated. I am gonna just do a couple of little speed ups here because I'm also conscious that it's a Monday night and a lot of people have work tomorrow. So, I would like for anyone who is going to attempt to find this apple pie recipe to roll me investigation checks, and each person can choose a room, and I will tell you what you will find.
I
I wanna
am
look in the
bad
kitchen.
at this, so instead I will assist and guide someone. I will get
Yes.
the help action
Yeah.
because I will
You've
be
got
useless.
enough time
was it?
where you will all find possibly something. How quickly, how effectively is what we'll find out.
Okay. Because I've got
Nothing.
because I've got Hades with me. Does that give me advantage? Because he's helping me look,
Yep.
or
It can
Alright.
do, yes.
because I'm gonna need it because I don't have my glasses. Investigation.
Who would like advantage?
Oh, oh, Rick's on his game today.
Yeah.
What have I found in here? Goodness. He found his
So-
glasses. That's what.
Starting with Nikolai, in what appears to be a product storage room, you do notice that on the walls there are runes sort of inscribed across the room, which makes it feel cold like a walk-in fridge. And you can see this is where they stored the finished products. All remaining products here have been destroyed. You do not find anything in this room, but you've rolled well enough that you can go and take the time to look at another room while somebody else is still investigating, because this is quite a quick room. So,
All right. Cool.
moving on to Dr. Chrysalis in the office.
I
Yep.
will assist
So that
them.
15
In the office with the candlestick.
Yeah.
and a 15.
Sorry, what was that, Sabine? You said you were going to assist someone?
Yeah, I said I'll help Dr. Ellis, so I'll give you the
Okay, cool.
help action.
you-
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled a 15 there.
Yep.
But I'll roll again. Worse.
Oop.
That's fine. So 15.
I'm like super distracted by something shiny. And
Indeed,
therefore
you
not
are.
helpful.
You are indeed distracted by something shiny. It is a beautiful painting on the wall. It's like a nightscape of the moon, the stars overlooking hills and the countryside. The stars are not in the right shape for the constellations. It's a little annoying. But yeah, that as you go to look at this painting and sort of point out what's wrong with these stars placements, you touch it and it pops open and reveals a safe in the wall, which we will come back to in a moment. Arthur, where are you? You are
I'm,
in the guard room.
Yes.
You guys can't see the names because Amie put it on the GM layer. So you can see that this room is just like a little small room set up. And thinking back to what Tyrannius told you, with the crowds of people that would sometimes turn up here, sometimes they need to hire a couple of guards to keep crowds under control and just keep people away. So this is the room where they would store them. Again, trashed, dusty, knocked over stuff everywhere. You do find sitting... Oh, that's the wrong one. My papers are out of order. That one. You do find that there is a couple of quarterstaffs in here. They have not been looked after very well. They're not great, but if you want a big shiny stick, you can take a stick. There's also a chest in here that looked like it was used to just store some goods and stuff, which you are welcome to try and open if you'd like to, or you can find someone to open it for you.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Go.
I think I would have walked in as the dragon, as the elemental. So I'm just gonna smash it, I guess.
Yeah, you can totally smash it. Roll me a strength check as the elemental.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll this stuff like this. Oh, go away. There. Oh. 9 plus 5.
14.
Yeah.
So because you're not in time frame here, I would say you do eventually smash it. It just takes you way longer than you thought it would. And as you smash away, you finally pop it open, you rip it open, and you notice inside that there's just a couple of things like guards' uniforms. There was a couple of bottles of oil for the quarterstaffs that says shillelagh oil, so would have cast shillelagh on it, but they're destroyed because you smashed the box. And there's now oil through all the bits and pieces. You do find a little diary that one of the guards has kept. That explains how weird it is that Granny goes and talks to the trees, and she's just some sort of weird lady, but they get free pie, so it's a job, whatever. But it's like, she went out and talked to the compost heap today. She said she was talking to mushrooms, but mushrooms don't talk. What the hell is she going on about? I had to contact her son because I think she's got dementia. She's going crazy.
Oh, she's a druid. She's been carted off by her family, and she's just a druid.
What? Oh my goodness.
I love it so much.
So, going to Rick. You're in the shop. So, with your natural 20, or rather, I would say with Hades' direct help, lining you and sending you in different ways, you find empty packaging. This is the area of the place, of the bakery where people would come to purchase their pie. So there was like a little desk that, they would do the trades at and stuff like that, being rifled through, being picked over, everything's been smashed. But with Hades' help, you do manage to find a little notch in the wall that Hades kind of picks out. Inside you find like the little petty cash, I think that's what they call it, like the little amount of money that they just keep on hand. So you've got some gold.
Got some gold. Nice.
Yep.
Can I hear old Mac on the other side of the door there at all, or was that pretty quiet through that?
Roll a perception check.
Oh.
Yeah. With a 16, you can kind of... Actually, it would be 23 because Hades would be giving you advantage with this. So with Hades' help, I would say, while you can't hear him, Hades kind of points out like the shadows on the ground and goes, look, you can see the light is kind of blocked in his sort of size. I would say maybe he is outside. You could probably lift the bar up and we could unlock the doors and talk to Mac.
Okay. I'll probably do that because I'm assuming he's still probably injured from his little altercation earlier as well with those fellas. So.
Perfect. So we will come back to you as we work our way around. Right, Nikolai in the second room with a 19. Yep. This is the ingredient storage room. You do find, again, so while the other room's stored finished product, this is for raw products. Once again, destroyed, totaled. You do find a whole small little box in the back. You can see the lid's been ripped off, but nothing's been done with it. It contains a collection of spices. You find cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, cloves, cassia. Trying to think what other fantasy realm spices they may be, but you find a whole collection of spices. You even find some like pink peppercorns and some spices that you wouldn't really think would be in a recipe, but yeah.
Cool.
You're gonna try and smoke it.
Yeah, well, oh, interesting. I'll put it under my arm and bring it out.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So while all this is going on, we will go back to the office and the safe. I think that's everyone.
No.
So the safe
You
is in
missed
front
me.
of the two of you. It is. Oh, Deza. My apologies,
Yo.
Deza. Where are you hiding? Where? I
At the
can't see
top.
Deza.
I'm making dust bunnies in the corner because I rolled a 6. Thank you.
Okay.
Adorable.
You start to make dust bunnies, and then you notice as this oven periodically opens and closes, and you take a moment to actually look around this hall, and you see like these bowls on these tables, what are left of the tables, and like the spoons are mixing by themselves despite being long empty. These chopping boards that would have once ago chopped apples, but the knives are chopping by themselves, but there's nothing there for them to chop. It is a fully animated kitchen.
Back to the bunnies.
And then yes, you can start to make some dust bunnies.
Yay!
Right, now we will go back to the office. No apologies. So yes, you are standing in front of this safe with the locked safe behind it. What would you like to do?
Oh, if I could punch this open. We could pretend like we're good at like cracking safes, and we could do the whole ear thing and the.
I could
Hmm?
make you slightly better at it.
Okay.
I like a d4.
Okay. I'm gonna try and crack the safe with my owl hearing.
Now, you could, of course, get the rogue, but we won't.
No. All right, we're doing this. I don't know what to roll. What should I roll?
A sleight of hand? Yeah.
Plus a d4.
Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Okay. That's a thing. D4. 18.
You start to listen and you're like, I think I got the first one. And then you start to twist it again. You're like, maybe. Twist again. You're like, yeah, no, I got the third one. And then you're twisting. You're like, I don't know. You think maybe you heard a click. So you put it in place and you pull the handle and it's still locked.
I mean, I thought I did pretty all right, but it just didn't end up working. So maybe we should get that rogue. Maybe.
Maybe.
If only Chester was here. Is that the same? If only Chester was here, because then he could fireball it, and this would all
Yeah.
not be a
That would
problem
solve the
anymore.
problem. Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm.
I know, well, Rick's pretty handy as well, but I'd say our rogue's probably even handy. I got like a +9 in Thieves' Tool, but I'd say Jasher's probably like a
What do I
15
got
knowing
a
him.
13.
I'll lean out the door and I'll say, Nikolai, your destiny is calling to you.
Oh, yes.
And we need you to open this. Could you come over, please? Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can, not for the Destiny stuff, but yeah, I can come. Yeah, yeah. I'll come over. Can you
What,
hold
didn't
this?
you want to like use knives the entire time or
Yes.
something?
I'm doing it.
That's how open safes, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Thanks, Dr. Chrysalis. I'll give her like
It's
the
all right,
spice,
I've got this.
the spices. And I'll have a go with the
Guidance.
theme stools. Guidance, thanks. 23. What does guidance give? Is it D4?
So much better.
25.
Good job.
You watch
This-
as an expert comes in. You weren't far off. You did pretty well. The DC was 19, so you were very close.
Oh.
And
Oh.
you just watch as Nikolai just adjusts the numbers just a little bit more, like just 1 or 2 pins more to get them in place. And sure enough, as it pops down and pops open, you see inside a box. Pulling this box out, you find a number of things. You do find the ledgers to the business, which did show she was killing it. You find a like personal diary that does complain about how her son believes that she's getting too old to be running the business, but she's absolutely fine. How her son keeps thinking she's crazy because she keeps trying to teach him to talk to the trees and, talking about looking after the earth around her. And then you see an entry about her being scared about the fact that her son is threatening to take her away and get her locked up for talking to the plants. But who's going to look after Mac? Who's going to look after the druid, the dryads? what's going to happen to her customers, and then you see a final note saying, "I've destroyed the will. He's not getting the shop. He's going to destroy it. To anyone who can find their way and find it, here is my secret." And sure enough, you find the recipe in the back of this book.
I love it.
It is a standard apple pie recipe, but you'll see notes about choosing the most druidically blessed apples. You see notes about using the spices, using purified food and water, using enhanced flavor, enhanced food and drink, from all the things you're gathering. And then after the recipe is also a spell list written, you can see that she was indeed a druid casting certain
What an
boons to make her
Love
apple
it.
pies taste the best, talking to the plants to helping them grow, give them what they needed, and using purified food and water to purify the apples and the ingredients going into it, so it was like the best quality ingredients. So you do indeed find the recipe, and we will just kind of speedball the end here because it's getting a bit late.
Just as
Yep.
Nikolai pops the safe open, Sabine is just gonna make sure that she and Alice just aren't looking, didn't see it, somehow missed it.
You guys see how easy that was? Look
What
at
are you
that.
talking about?
Look at
Yeah,
that.
I didn't. What are you talking about?
I had opened that before.
I just missed it. Sorry.
Must be the magic rock, you know?
It's always the magic rock.
Perfect. So you gather your spoils, pop back outside, and you do see Mac is out front. Little branch. You can see he's put a couple of his leaves over the little place where the branch was ripped off.
I just
I
kill,
throw my berry in its mouth
cure wounds
while it's talking.
7.
Oh.
Yeah.
You watch as after Rick casts Cure Wounds, a little sprout appears at the end of the little wound, and a little leaf pops off the end of it. Like, it does feel better. Did you get rid of them? Are they all gone? Are we? The Dryads will be happy. They
Yeah,
really were quite awful.
I'm really interested to see what what your I guess your makeup is like. So I'm going to start giving the tree a massage just to try and figure out its placement of all the bones, even though it has no bones. I guess the branches are considered bones, but I'm always learning. So
Yeah. Rex
I could
walked
use
up
a
to
key
the
point to heal it as well.
So you can either roll me a medicine or a nature, I guess.
I prefer medicine. Oh god, that was not my finest work. It's really hard to figure out.
You
where
try to give him a
everything is.
massage, but you start actually like a little bit taking off the bark, and he's like, "Oh no, you don't
Sorry.
want to remove my skin." No, you try to figure it out, and in the end, you just kind of like remove some excess leaves that are brushed into like little folds of the bark, and just sort of like clean him up a bit. And you're like, he's like,
Don't
"That
get
does feel nice. Thank you."
I will send you a bill. And I walk away.
Rex feeling pretty tired after this whole encounter. He's taken off to the bedroom he saw earlier, and he's just jumped on the bed.
So as the rest of your party bounce, you're just going to go to sleep?
Yeah, well, he's thinking there's nobody here now. He could potentially make the new base of the good vibe gang. You know what I mean? This could be our new headquarters. We got a bouncer on the door already. With Big Mac.
Great idea.
Mac DeBarco.
Yep,
Good
Mac
vibes,
DeBarco. we could start branching out. Do you know what I mean? And get ourselves a base.
That's good.
Mm.
I mean, you do currently have the will of the property to staying that whoever finds the will owns the property. So
Yeah.
if you want,
Technically, it wasn't part of the the thing, right?
It wasn't.
Yeah.
We didn't have to give the will up.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Look,
the
just
will
the
was never
recipe.
mentioned.
we've got the best carpenter in the game, right? We've got so this
Mm.
place is gonna
also have
gonna
a
look
druid.
amazing. Yeah, and a druid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we can just write down a copy of the recipe.
that's right.
Yep. We
Yeah.
can't
Yep.
tell anyone about the recipe, but we can know it.
We
Yeah.
can make it.
We can
Mhm.
bake it.
Oh, I hope Ruby doesn't mind that I've just essentially given you a base, but hey, you've got a base.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will just do a little sunset montage now. So you do indeed
Wow.
return the recipe back to the pleasant death and complete your obligations. Tiberius is ecstatic to see the recipe, and he does indeed get some of his staff to make the pie. And following the recipe, including the spells, it is amazing. It is everything that he mentioned, and you just see the happiness on his face when you find that little childhood something that brought you so much joy as an adult, and it just makes the world a better place.
And he
You've made a
gives us
very happy
slices,
old
right?
man. Yes, you all get a slice.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
And also a piece of the pie of like.
He actually brings in a whole
Yeah.
pie just for you, Desert, because you were so lovely with the beard. So he's like, the big boy needs his own. So you get a whole
Oh.
pie.
I like wrap him in a big old.
This old man has he got a beard fetish or something? I mean, Deza obviously does, but does the old man?
No, just like stuff things.
Personality traits. Put it down, Dizza. Put it down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Beard of building loves beards. And sure enough, your contract was to bring back the recipe. So the contract mentioned nothing about the building. You don't have to mention anything about the building. So you can go back to your little new base, and I will just say over time, especially with the druidic abilities of Arthur, you can check in with the trees and start looking after the trees. The trees are so happy to have someone to talk to again.
Mm. Oh, I
We
can
also
speak- I
have
can-
a builder.
yeah, we
a
do. We
carpenter.
do. I can
Yep,
speak
so
to
for
trees. I
the-
can speak to trees too. So I'll be having a conversation with Arthur.
Oh, that ecstatic. They immediately ask you to ask the dryads to stop playing hide and seek inside themselves, because dryads have an ability to morph into trees. Apparently it tickles. And they're like,
First thing that happens
Oh,
is
dear.
we kill all the dryad. That solves that problem. Trees are really
No.
happy.
No.
I'm all for that. Let's do that.
Yeah, Rex is like shh. He goes to Nikolai. Shh, don't even know.
Yeah.
They're really good. They're really good at hide and seek. They don't need to know. Shh.
Oh my god.
Where are those dryads at?
Took a downer.
You
So-
just see Hades crunching away on a branch. It's like shh. Yeah.
babies. No, with enough time. Desert, for the sake of it, let's get another build check. Let's get you to do another. So your
Guidance.
dexterity, I think we did last time, with your proficiency, and a D4.
And help
And a
from all your
D4.
good vibes.
I know
That's
the good
right,
vibes,
All
yeah.
of us.
All
In
of
fact,
us
you
will
can have
help.
advantage because I would say the whole team's helping you with the rebuild at this stage.
Yeah, you've got a whole lot of hammer hands at the moment
Yeah.
that are giving you a hand. Yeah.
Okay, we will.
And the little dryads, because they're not being murdered, because Amie is very upset at you murdering dryads, will even do things like flitter out with little nails to try and help hold them in place while you bang things in.
22.
Yeah,
Cool.
Plus
So that will
Ooh.
actually be 26, and then we're 27.
It is
Good
impeccable.
job.
Over the next couple of weeks, you watch as Desert just works magic. Areas of the building that you just thought were completely unsalvageable, Desert takes a look at, rearranges the wood in this way, and very soon starts like putting pieces back together. And soon you've got a roof, you've got walls, you've got windows, you've got beautiful pieces of furniture being put together. A lot of the furniture in here was old, heavy mahogany oak type furniture that couldn't be lifted out. So they had tried to smash certain parts of it, and you just see Deza working magic over them, getting all this beautiful old furniture put back together. It's turning into a lovely little base.
I
So-
told you guys. Ezra can see things we can't.
I don't often get emotional, but this is beautiful.
Group hug.
Yeah.
And Macintosh will also
Group
come and
hug.
form you all together. And that's where we will call this game. Well done, everyone.
Yay.
No one died. No one
No.
We
died.
did what all
No.
D&D parties inevitably do. Just set up base.
Yeah. Yeah.
Find a
We've done
home that they'll never see again.
it.